Bad news, better call the vet. Oh no. As the flames go higher. Oh, the dog's on fire. Yeah, we gotta look on the bright side now. We'll save a lot of money on puppy chow. I'm not a liar. Oh, the dog's on fire. Bad news, better call the vet.
That's right. We are live. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And we are very, very live and happy to be here. And I've got, of course, the only Jawa you should ever trust, the one and only Mr. Ootini.
It's alive! It's alive! Good evening, everyone. As usual, it's Friday and very happy to be here.
That's right. We're all happy to be here. It's a Friday. We are still here. Sadly enough, we have hit the anniversary, though, of where we'd lost Robin Williams. That was a big one in the comedic world 8 years ago when he passed. That really sucked.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, other than that, though, it's been one of those weeks. We're just here to have fun. It's another FriYAY, fun with friends. We've got some guests that'll be showing up here eventually to hang out and play. I've got the best guest of all, though, my co-host, Mr. Ootini, the Brent Ootini with a new PC even. How about that?
He wasn't nearly here tonight, yes, because my other PC fried itself last night, so I had to go and buy a new one today, format it and get it set up ready for tonight. And luckily enough, it's all done.
Yeah.
It's every time I'm just about to have a stream, like on the day, I have to either go out and buy a new headset or a bloody PC. It's ridiculous.
I know, you just can't win, man.
It just doesn't go like the day before or a couple of days before, so I know that I've got a couple of days to get one. I literally go into work like, I need to finish early. Rush to the shop, waiting ages. Bless them, they were all busy. Fair enough. Get the PC, get it home, try and format it, set it all up, put Discord on, everything else, and hope that it all works by the time we're live. Oh Lord, nerd! Nerds in the chat.
Nerds in the chat. Random YouTuber. Look at that. See, it must have paid off. I told him I'm just going to keep sending him links till he comes. Giggity.
Absolutely, he's been missed. So yeah, it's been a fun day.
Sorry, guys, just doing a little bit of shit in the background, keeping an eye to make sure we don't have anybody popping up, and just starting the show. Always good to see Nerd. Always good. Oh, yeah. Yes.
And the Fridays are always good. We all have fun, I hope.
Yeah, it's been a good week for me. You've got a new PC and you're learning how to use it and use Windows 11, we're guessing?
It is Windows 11, I'm afraid, yes.
Gotcha.
Where's the vids? Hold on, Nerd. Literally, I've had this PC for 3 hours. I've had it for 3 hours. I did say to Adam, though, I do owe Adam and Greg an unboxing video for the Razor Crest, so I'll send it to you as well. It's got a camera on and everything, so I'll see what it's like tomorrow. I literally just, got out of the box, set it all up, put all the updates on, and just gone onto YouTube and StreamYards and Discord. So I'll play around with it on the weekend when I'm off. No promises.
Well, at least it'll give you time to kind of figure everything out, too. That's the thing with it being newer, and, you'll get to see how the camera is and, your lighting and all that for when you do decide to
lighting? What do you mean fucking lighting? I might light a torch, but in my terminology, a torch is a bit of wood with some fucking canvas on it. Oh, I'm swearing before 2 minutes, Mark. Sorry, everyone.
No.
Oh, no. Get shut down.
You're swearing before 2 minutes. Well,
it's the weekend. My weekend officially started at 2:45 today because I had an early finish. So, as far as I'm concerned, I can swear and do whatever I want till Monday morning. Yeah. And go back to being boring old Weybridge officer Brent Newman.
This is true. Well, if you're going to start off cussing, I'm going to start. The fuck? All right, there we go. It should go there. Stops here. The answer is the buck stops here. I think I better solve it, Cat.
Oops. Not even close. Fuck up the draw. Fuck of the Irish. Fuck be a lady tonight. Are you serious? Fuck in the saddle again. Fucking the box. Fucking the quarter fuck. Sam, mighty fucks. May the fuck be with you. Boy fuck love. Long haul fucker. Fuck puppet. Finger fucking good. Fuck it. Fuck. Wayne the fuck Johnson.
Yeah.
Monster fuck rally. Fucking Howell. Okay, Pat, I'm gonna solve. The fuck stop.
That's right. The fuck stops here.
Oh dear, if only they were that entertaining. Good lord.
I don't know how many times though in real life, damn well you solve the problem in saying that, in the house. The fuck stops here.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. I better have a bit more beer. Cheers, everyone, by the way.
Yeah, cheers. And hey, at least it's coming up that end. So.
It's Friday, it's beer time. So, like we said, Robin Williams and Olivia Newton-John, so we'll raise a glass to them as well.
Just so everybody knows that once he gets his camera going, this is what we're going to see. Just so you all know, this is going to be what we end up seeing. It's going to be right here.
Go on, do it. Go on, do it.
There's the fart. Yep. Yep. There's the fart. And I mean, if we're going to start that, then we know that this would definitely be Brentley. Pat, yes. Yeah, man. What's the big deal? Come on, man. It's just a little gas.
Natural. That's why they call it natural gas. I mean, come on.
Exactly.
It's a bodily function.
Exactly. I mean, it'd be different, like if you were married and
I used to do it when I was married as well. I must. Well,
this is what I've heard. I have to. That doesn't. Okay, and yeah. No. Fuck. All right. Let's see. Can we get it? Yes, we can. Can we do it? Maybe we can.
Perhaps
all my
we
shit
can.
Open. There it is. That's right, ladies. Be glad we don't do that.
Hey, there is
basis.
nothing like an arse. There's nothing like an arse trumpet in the morning. It makes your day. You either wake up hard, you have an arse trumpet, one or the other.
Oh yeah.
That was my experience anyway. I do apologize if my ex-wife is ever. I doubt if she ever will talk to me again. But
right.
I was young. That's my excuse. I didn't have a book on the subject. I just thought, well, it's fine to fart and everything else in the morning, wake up with a boner and things like that and poke her in the back. It's just the way it is, I thought.
Right.
Guess I was wrong. That and the fact that I was working all the time.
Right. This is true. Yeah.
That is what sealed the deal. You're never home. And when you're home, you fart.
Right. And that's just too much. We can't be having that, man.
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember fart being on the divorce petition, but it was. I was never home from work. But got to pay the bills.
Well, somebody's got to work and make money. It sure shit ain't going to be you, lady. So, no, it is. It is what it is.
Yeah. Actually, she was on better wages than me. She had a better pension and everything. So, but she was in the health service. So. Oh, right. Well. If I'd never got divorced, I've never met any of you guys, and never had the life I have now, So, it's got its good bits, it's got its bad bits.
As they say, it all happens for a reason.
Oh yeah, it's all part of God's plan. Whichever God or Lucifer, one or t'other. I bought the cow and it turned into a bull.
Oops.
Could be, yeah. Though the bull did enjoy milking for some reason. Don't understand why. I need to think about that.
I'm telling you, that Palestinian German that liked to milk the bull was just all over it. Fucker just couldn't get it through his head that it wasn't a cow. But
Yeah, but he's doing it with his mouth. I mean,
I
who
know.
milks a cow with their mouth? You know.
Wanted that fresh goodness, I guess.
From our FriYAY, straight from the
Yes.
bull to the gullet. Oh dear.
Yes. I mean, that deserves this just because. Let's see. Oh wait, no, that's the mini window. Not the mini window. Fuck off with your mini windows. Jesus. I'm telling you, it's like, oh, you want to enlarge it, and then it makes it smaller. No, I don't.
I know. When I go into StreamYards, it's like it's like a mirror. Mirror of the mind.
All right, so here it is, because you're here rocking, and we know you're gonna love it. Oh, damn it! Where'd he go? I just had him. There he is.
You've lost it already?
Yeah. It's just a Friday. FriYAY fun day.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah. I find all kinds of fun shit just to share because it's funny.
Oh god, I'm so looking forward to season 3. I can tell you, some decent TV to watch for a fucking change.
It'll be it'll be fun. It'll be fun to say the least to see what we get. You know, it's been one of the shows that it's not as horrible as some of the other stuff that we've had to tolerate. I can still find some joy in it.
Yeah, you know how I feel about Mandalorian Book of Boba. It ticks my boxes. It feels like the expanded universe, so it's good for me. You know?
Hell yeah!
I
wasn't big into the expanded universe, but even what they're doing when it's undoing the shit that I know, it's like, wait a minute, it's not quite what we were wanting by any means, but
yeah, it's its own thing and it works for me. So I'm looking forward to it. I just hope they bring Cara Dune back, come to their fucking senses.
Yeah,
bring her back. Yeah. Maybe even give her a fucking Ranger series, because she deserves it.
Right.
We'll see. See what happens. It depends how evil Disney is, because Disney just blatantly doesn't give a fuck anymore, do they?
No.
They just literally, we are an evil corporation, but we own everything. We're like OCP, so fuck you.
Yeah, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So,
and Tony brings up a good point, Tony Tonedev from Clown World Review, because his thought is like they might make one good show, but then they make all these other bullshit shows that we don't like. So for like a lot of people, they've walked away, and I can't help but respect that fact, because one good series isn't going to fix everything, and we all know that. You just got to watch what you like as an individual.
Two good series. Two good series. Yeah, I know. I mean, one good film, Rogue One. 2 good series, Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett. The rest, well, all right, yeah, they finished the Clone Wars. Give them kudos for that. But all this other crap they're bringing out, I mean, I know I can't say a lot because I've only seen 2 episodes of bloody Obi-Wan, but the 2 I saw were, oh my God, they were hard to watch.
That's why I sent you that clip that just has all you really needed to ever see. Without
I know, yeah, and I keep
show.
On getting that in my feed now. Thanks for that. Yeah. 11 minutes and 40 seconds of Darth Vader. Yeah, that's great, but without any context of the rest of the story, it's a shame. I mean, I said to Greg, I don't feel the same way about this one as I have the other 2, and it's a shame because it would have been nice if at least they got the TV series right.
Yeah. Oh, it'd have been very nice. If they wouldn't, turn him into a bitch, turn Vader into a bitch, I just,
Yeah. Yes, nerd. I did say that I do like the Book of Boba Fett. I like I just like the arc. It's like a redemption arc. I like it. I like the story, the effects, Mos Eisley, blah, 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 So, I knew that been around for a while, but I do like it.
Well,
Jawa series. It may as well be Jawa series because there's so many Jawas in both of these series. So.
Except for when Mando, took him out with the gun.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one. That didn't happen.
I see.
When he disintegrated them. after they
Such a
took
great
apart the
scene.
Razor Crest. Yeah, we're still a bit bitter and twisted about that.
A little bit. But I think you'll get over it at some point. Maybe. We'll see.
Well, yeah, we'll get him back when we take apart his N1 Naboo Starfighter.
Right. Pitch. Oh, yeah. Hells yeah.
The thing is, I mean, Raquel's saying she doesn't count. That's all we got now, I'm afraid, Raquel. Disney Star Wars, that's it. You know, that's all you're going to get.
Oh, yeah.
If
We
you
all
got
pretty much knew
Filoni,
that.
well, yeah, if you got Filoni and Favreau there, you should be all right. Anyone else, it's
Right.
It's a crapshoot, isn't it?
It pretty much is, man. It's sadly enough. It really, really sucks. What's up, Oiler Greg? Oh yeah.
So Jesse
Still,
Miller wants
this-
a movie about Willy Wonka enslaving the Oompa Loompas. Yeah.
This here makes me happy just to see our friend back on the streams, and you know, at least we see you're alive. The one Irishman we got, you know, it's a good thing. It really is. It's good to see you back, and you know, can't wait till you got time to be able to join us on air and come hang out too, and you know, oh yeah.
Santa enslaving the elves. Doesn't he already do that? You know, makes him work all year just for one day of fun, and then he's not there for that. Santa,
Yeah, right.
What a get! I still haven't got that bike, bastard.
That's some bitch.
Yeah, well, it's no good now. I'm fucking 49. I asked for it when I was 7, so
Well, this is true. It happens.
I wouldn't even be able to ride the bloody thing.
Oh yeah.
Little sod that he is.
But yeah, dude, I mean, I don't know. I'm just, like I said, I'm over a lot of the shit. Like, I'm not going to watch the Hulk series, the She-Hulk series. It looks awful. The CGI in it looks bad. It just, and I mean, we already know where the character's going. There's nothing that really has me interested in Marvel other than I did enjoy the Doctor Strange movies. I liked the first one and I enjoyed the second one.
Yeah.
For me, those were fun. You know, it was because I wasn't a big fan of the Endgame or the other ones. Civil War was the last one I really liked. And I know you're not big into any of these movies either. But I mean, for me, that was it. Like, that was the pinnacle because I didn't like the next few that came out. And I watched all the shows and they were all just meh. I mean, yeah, it's background noise. So when I'm editing and doing stuff on here, it's great if I'm not having to really pay attention, you know, for background noise. But that's it, dude.
But
I suffered through They Them. Okay, let me explain. They Them is the new missing slasher movie with a they them person in it, a trans person, and they give a decent story at the movie started off pretty good. You get a kill scene right at the beginning, dude. It was awesome. I'm like, all right, cool. And, you know, then you meet the they-them kid that doesn't want to go to the boys or the girls side because it's the Mike Pence camp of turning gay kids straight. Okay, you get the counseling. The counselors are talking, and it's really upbeat at first. Like the lines that Kevin Bacon say, no, I can't make you not be gay. We just want you to come be happy with who you are, blah, 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 blah. Then they mentally disable these fuckers. You know, so it's like, oh, okay, great. So anybody that's been in counseling will understand when they're watching the shit because we've all been through counseling in one forced way or another. So that part kind of sucked, but I was kind of digging it at first. And then they get the kids and they put them out in the woods so they can go through all their shit to get dirt on them and use it against them. Okay, I'm still with you. We've got this groundskeeper that looked like David Applegate to me that gets his head crammed into the fucking monitor, the old school bubble monitors, because he's a pervert that's wanting to wank it off to these teenage girls. So you got your pedo in there. You've got it's a girl that's claiming to be a boy in there and a guy that's claiming to be a girl in there as well, which it actually played out really well the way they did the stuff they did at the beginnings of the movie. The problem is it's not really a slasher horror movie. It's more of a mental horror movie because of the mental abuse that they do to these kids. Yeah. You know, and I mean, again, it's one of those good, bad movies. The only reason I watched Prey and They Them for last weekend, because it was the release of these movies, was to be able to talk with Etep Wokuian's Place to Be Reviews. We went over the movies. But again, it's the same as we have done with Breeders and other movies like that. watching a horrible movie with your friends and having a good time. And it panned out, man. It really did. It played strong for those, those reasonings of watching it, sure. But yeah, it really wasn't what I was expecting.
The thing is, with all this like box ticking and everything like that, I can remember films from the 80s that have those themes. Biloxi Blues, that has homosexual themes. There was loads of films that touched on this sort of stuff. So why does it have to be a major brand that you have to tick all these boxes and have the right kind of people in the fucking movies all the time? It just has to be entertaining, for God's sake.
It was just sad to watch in the aspect of, I watched it to see what they did with the trans character. Let's see what they do with the trans characters, because at first there's just the one, and then you end up there's more and a bunch of gays. Okay, no problem. We get to the part where you find out, because you've got this piece of shit counselor that used to be gay and now he's got a woman, but he's still very bisexual. You can tell throughout the movie. But he's this Billy badass. He's got the gun. He takes on the he, she, it, her, it, they, them person, who's, of course, 3 years in a row the best shooter, marksman, because comes from a military family, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, they did place blocks there that would make sense. But then Kevin Bacon, at first, he's like, be nice to Duke. He's an old dog. Duke's got cancer. Duke's dying. He's hard. And this kid, this pasty fuck kid that you don't know is working for the counselors, it's like, oh, I hate when animals are like that. Somebody needs to put it out of its misery. So the they, them character puts the dog out of its misery because the really gay black kid was losing his shit and didn't like guns and all this other shit, right? So they do all that. Okay, fine. It's fine. It makes sense to an extent. Then you see the psychotherapist with his wife, girlfriend thing going through the kids' phones and he's looking at guys' photos and she's looking at girls' photos and shit. And then they get killed. It was great. Like, watching those scumbags get off was perfect, dude. Like, and that's as far as I'm going to go, because from here, it gets better from there and then worse from there. But overall, I gave it a 1.5 because it wasn't really what I thought from Blumhouse. I expected a little bit more gore, a little bit more murderous intentions, but you're in a camp where there's nobody around. You're expecting shit to happen, but nothing really happens. It's more of a psychological thriller. But again, I mean, this isn't something that played in theaters. This is shit that's on TV. They, them was, I want to say Netflix, and the other one was Peacock. They, them was Peacock. So, I mean, it's not like I had to pay. I mean, I already had the subscription to the shit anyway, so it was fine.
Oh, yeah.
But it's definitely worth a watch, just because it is bad. But there are some good moments in it.
It doesn't matter, though. You can watch a bad movie. It's like Nerd saying here. If you want to watch a good LGBT movie, To Wong Fu, Wesley Snipes and Patrick Swayze. I've seen clips. I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, and Robin Williams, my friend. He was in. He played a gay man, and I had it and just lost it. Oh shit! But yeah, he was really good in the movie he did. So yeah, I mean, you can have that too and have it be represented properly. You can have good representation on that with the right kind of film.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, they've been doing it for decades. I mean, now they're harping on about it. It's just, if you watch the fucking older films, it's in there, guys. You don't need to bloody make it a big thing now because it's been going on.
We've had gay characters in gay movies. The Birdcage, that was the name of it. I couldn't remember it. That was an excellent movie. With Robin Williams,
All right, just got to disagree with Nerd there. Predator 3 was quite good. I like that one with Adrian Brody. I like that film. I know other people don't, but
I've not seen that one. I've only seen one.
Danny Trejo, Adrian Brody, all that sort of stuff. I like
AVP movies. I've seen those, but I've not seen the two newer.
I prefer the second one to the first one. A lot of people prefer the first AVP to the second, but I prefer the second one to the first. So.
Yeah,
they're not. Neither of those movies are brilliant. They're not fucking fantastic. They really suck. They're sort of like the Aliens version of Resident Evil. for me. And
yeah, I mean, I still had fun with all the Predator movies for the most part. I mean, there's been bits and pieces out of all of them. They tied the second movie into this one with the gun.
I've seen a short film of how the gun came into the Predator's hands. I don't know what it's like in Prey if they follow the same story, because there's a pirate captain who was abandoned. And,
apparently no. Apparently it doesn't follow off the comic. What would happen with the comic would have to happen after this. So like the aliens would have to. Well, I mean, anyway, that's what we were joking about. How do the aliens get the gun? And apparently at the very end of the fucking movie, there's like a cave drawing of a bunch of ships showing up. And so I guess you assume that, in the couple hundred years before the second movie plays, that's what happened. So,
I mean, they supposedly in the AVP and that they helped develop the pyramids and things like that in Mayan architecture, Egypt, and also in Antarctica. But it wasn't just that; it was the fact that it was lazy, because the cycle from being impregnated to birth was bloody ridiculously short. They didn't even spend a couple of days or anything in the temple, and then after an alien gestates, it has to eat certain chemicals and things like stone and steel and flesh, stuff like that, to mature. And they didn't even cover that. They were fully mature within hours. That's the biggest bugbear I have with that film. If they'd have gone with that cycle, they'd have just said, "Oh, we've been here for days, it's taking ages to get out." Just a throwaway line. That would have made it a bit more acceptable.
right.
But the fact that they were going from, infant to adult within a couple of hours, that was ridiculous. That was crap.
It's been forever since I've seen those movies. Man, the Alien versus Predators.
I mean, the second one, like I said, was a bit better, but not much. And not a lot of people like that one. But at least they tried to do it. I mean, the last Predator film I saw before Prey, The Predator, oh my God, that was awful. That was a hard one.
Peabody saw that one and told me it was bad. I was like,
I went to the cinema for that film, and my money was wasted. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
I was expecting a lot from that, and it just delivered fuck all.
This is true. This is very true. It happens, though, unfortunately.
I didn't notice that AVP Egyptians were white, Brian. No, I didn't notice that at all. But then again, when you're watching the film, you like just thinking, when's it going to fucking end? So,
yeah,
I didn't notice that they were white. I did know the the pyramid thing when it was in South America and stuff like that, but that's all I remember. Yeah. Well, so like Shane Black, who did that film.
Yeah.
Like, shame on you. You were in the original. You were brought on originally to be, to fix the story. Then you were in the film. You come and do your own film decades later, and you cock it up big time. Asshole. Yeah. I love the Predator franchise. Here we go. Here's the warning words. Anyone who says that, I love this franchise, big alarm bells.
Well, I mean, so you can watch
Optic Racer, good evening.
You can watch commercials these days that would be banned, because of the time frame. They're like, oh, this is just too racist. No, I'm sorry. If you're watching something from 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago and you're finding a problem with it because of today's standards, you're the fucking problem. I'm just going to say it right here and there, because this shit is getting to be ridiculous. You play something on TV, and then because of today's standards, they find it racist when there was no racism in the time frame that said product was made. Something as silly as the Flintstones smoking, cigarettes back in the day, and the old black and white cartoons and shit. They took all that kind of stuff out, or Red Fox saying the Igor word with an N, with a hard N, and that was fine on TV. But look out, man! But every other word out of somebody's mouth at fucking Walmart is that, it's like fuck off.
The thing is, though, this sort of stuff is part of culture, and it's important to remember what the culture was like back in those days when you had segregation and things like that, to point out how ridiculous it was to have no white, no blacks, whatever, washrooms, things like that, and they had to sit at the back of the bus. You need to point this stuff out so that they don't do it in the future. We've had apartheid and all that sort of shit. We all know it's ridiculous. And we can all appreciate that if someone says something, a joke or whatever, how it's meant to be. We don't need to be told whether something is funny or not, for God's sake.
Oh, exactly.
Ridiculous. You know,
It just gets to be that, though, because they're worried about checking boxes, like you were saying earlier. Something from 30 years ago that's really not that racist, but it's racist to you now. But the people that lived through it were fine with it. Why are you bringing it up again to bitch about something that, if we have passed it and we're no longer worried about that because it's been, you've been educated not to do it anymore, that should be it. It should be done. You can't keep beating people over the head for the shit of the past, especially hundreds of years ago.
Well, yeah, we used to watch stuff back in the 70s and 80s that was racist, but that was the TV at the time. That's what they thought got the laughs. When I was growing up, no offense, we hardly saw anyone of any color, and we certainly didn't know if anyone was homosexual or not, and we don't care. And we don't care today. Some of my best friends, some of my family are homosexual, my best mates are colored, whatever. I don't fucking care. It was never an issue. That was what they used to do back in the day to sell TV shows, things like that. But it doesn't make everyone fucking racist. It's just, it's the world we grew up in. We have evolved in the last couple of decades far more than the 20, 30 years after. They still had segregation in World War II, and they made colored people fight and everything like that, and there was still segregation. It was disgusting. And the fact that we know that is what's important. If we just accepted that and thought, well, that's the way it is, then that's wrong. But the fact that we know it's wrong and accept it, but we don't need it just shoved in our faces all the time. Sorry.
Exactly. Because at what point do you finally stop bitching about the thing you're bitching about that everybody knows about in the first place?
It's
That's
like
the crazy part. Yeah.
Well, it's like when we were talking about slavery earlier. The first slavers were from the same ethnicity, different tribes. So you can't say that slavery was invented by white people, because no, it wasn't. It was going around in the different regions, different tribes, hundreds of years before that. So
last time I checked, weren't the Jews enslaved by Egyptians and a few other things?
Right? Don't bring logic.
Yeah, there's a few books and things like that about it, Brian. Good evening, Brian, by the way. Yeah, there's a few books.
Good afternoon.
Hello. And nerd as well. Nerd!
Hello.
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 Yeah. Oh, we're just waiting on the big chief to make it in here, to squeeze his pirate little ass in here. So.
Oh, cool. I haven't seen the Predator movies, so are they any good?
Oh, speaking of Predator, I got a notification from my county letting me know that a sexual predator has moved into my neighborhood, and they flat out, it was an automated message, and they gave me all the descriptions of the guy.
Yeah, they do that.
Where his address is and everything. I'm like, oh.
Hey, Brian, was this the guy by chance? Was this the guy right here? Because boy, that looks like one.
That's close to the description, except for that guy don't weigh 300 pounds.
Okay, I got you. It's
apparently this guy has gray hair and weighs 300 pounds, according to the county.
But not as well built.
Sheriff.
Yeah.
And he's being monitored by the sheriff too. Basically, it's like they say that he's temporary housing and things like that. Like, oh, okay, thanks for letting me know, but can you pick a better place for a halfway house?
Right.
I'm just saying, Brian, I think the rest of us will all agree that we all support you building a 300-pound vegetable garden. Just saying.
300 pounds. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, there are certain things that should be.
I do have a vegetable garden
by the state, and that's one of them.
What kind of vegetables?
Did you know that peppers are not vegetables; they are fruit?
Carrots,
peppers.
They got seeds. It's like cucumbers. If they have seeds, then they're a fruit. Yeah.
An easy way, if it comes up from the ground, it's a vegetable. But if it grows on a vine or a plant, it's a fruit.
You see, the only reason Brent knew that fruits had seeds is because he has seeds.
He has seeds.
You calling me fruity? I'll get you.
Yes. And yes, To answer your question, the Predator movies are good. Like the first one was great. The second one, the new Prey movie, kind of falls in line third. I've seen the Alien versus Predator movies, but I've not seen the last two Predator movies, the Predator and the one before that.
Well,
Just what 1, 2, and 3.
The first one is with Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
Yeah, it's like Mr. Quail.
All right.
So I've seen everything but Prey. So
yeah, I haven't either.
Well, the first one, the original with Arnie, is the best. Donnie Glover in Predator 2 comes a close second.
Oh yeah.
The Predators, which is with Adrian Brody.
Brody is amazing. I like that as well.
The Nose was a great premise. Unfortunately, they chose the wrong lead.
Oh, come on. No, it was a good film.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
I mean, I have to say, I will admit, I did have a slight crush on the sniper lady.
Danny Trejo?
He wasn't a fucking sniper. We all know where your thoughts go. Anyway.
I thought AVP, the first one, I didn't think it was great or anything, but I thought it was an okay popcorn flick. There's nothing else to do on a summer afternoon. I'm gonna go into theater, eat some popcorn, and see all the special effects. And I did see that in theaters.
I would
kind of like Machete, a horrible film, but a good popcorn flick.
I like Machete.
Well, AVP, is it I haven't heard.
Alien versus Predator.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
Yeah. I would agree sort of with Brion, but Brion or listen, just spell your name fucking Brion so it makes sense. Sorry, but I would say that AVP again, good premise, wasn't well thought out. AVP 2, which is what Brenty really liked for some reason. Yeah. Good premise, terribly fucking done.
No, not compared to AVP 1.
No, because let's be honest, you have this group of fucking idiots. I mean, the fucking guy's a pizza guy gets, into the sewers because someone throws away his keys. I mean, let's get behind him. He lost a long time. And then the poor girl, I mean, geez, how big did the Predator have to be when, I mean, you see one of them knife things, if you go back to Predator 2, you saw the bland circular killer disc, right?
Yeah.
But when you see the thing in ABB 2, the fucking thing he uses with the blades coming out of it must be half the size of the fucking girl. I mean, I'm just saying, when she gets crammed against the wall, it's like, who threw that?
I mean, I like the character of Wolf, who is the Predator that tries to sort out the fucking mess. That's why I like it.
I would say it should have started off with the ending. That way we have to deal with it. No, hang on. I'm not taking the piss.
Like Columbo?
Hey, don't knock Columbo. Columbo is fucking
sorry, Mr. Columbo. Predator. One more thing. No, but start off with the ending, so that way we have to watch the Predators try and track down a Predator-alien hybrid through a human town. I think that would have been a good movie.
Yeah, I do like the. I do like the impregnation stuff in the hospital and things like that, because that is what an alien does. It tries to impregnate as many people as it can. So.
Yes, but he had to do it the old-fashioned way, didn't he? Yes.
Well, he did, because obviously,
there was no,
No, there isn't. Not even in the alien life cycle. I don't know how the Predators do it, so,
They're right.
That's the thing.
I've never been to a Predator singles bar, so I wouldn't know.
Actually, Adam brought this up earlier on, but it's the one thing that has always confused me. Everything needs fuel to grow, yet somehow in the original Alien, the alien went from being the size of...
I explained that earlier. It eats things like dirt and metal and organic matter, and that's how it grows. That's how it is.
Excuse me, where exactly in any of the movies was that? Because if it's not in the movie, it doesn't count.
It's explained in the comics.
Well, that doesn't count, because if someone goes to the movie, every piece of information we have to have has to be in the movie.
No, it does. No,
it does. Yes,
it doesn't, because
if I have to go and start reading fucking books and fucking other things to understand what was in the movie, no.
No, you don't want to see it eating a pile of mud and a bit of metal and a bit of plastic to grow, and then finding a bit of meat or whatever to grow. You don't need to see that. You know how things grow. That's the life cycle of everything.
Yeah,
you know,
but
I have an
Go ahead,
idea
Brent.
for Alien versus Predator. You
Yeah.
have a Mexican kid fight a 400-pound fat guy with a knife.
I believe I saw that once on an episode of what do they call it?
Alien
I can't even
versus
remember the
Predator
fucking
right
name
there.
now. Shit. Hang on,
For
hang on.
some odd reason, I don't think that would go well.
I forgot the fucking.
Well, you know,
I did see that a 400-pound Mexican. Surely that was in WCW, going back in the day.
right?
Oh, like a Rey Mysterio versus I don't know.
Big Show.
Yep, yeah.
Well, I was thinking more of the lines of if you remember a Mexican wrestler called Vampiro.
Yeah.
But again, not going back a bit.
Well, Vampiro would technically be an alien and a predator at the same time.
I say we go for fucking Predator versus Jawa.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm just addressing the chat.
You know you are. So here we go. Like, there's this shit right here, right? 9/11 was 20 years ago. Let it go. But
Oh,
I'm
I
the
saw
smart
that.
ass that loves to do this because it's like, yeah. See?
Oh
Boom,
my
bitch.
gosh.
Yeah. Now, mind you, look at who I shared this from.
Yeah, there you go.
Look at who I shared this from. If you don't know who Jeff is, Jeff the Iron Wolf is a good friend of mine. You cannot say it's racist because A, he's black, so fuck off. This is he shared this, and I shared it as well. He's also a veteran and a very good man. So you got a problem, bring it, bitches, because this shit is true. You can't keep doing this shit. You can't bitch about 9/11 and then bitch about slavery. Exactly. Stuff that we've been talking about. It's just not right. Let it go. Just be done.
I'm sorry,
we've
but
all learned a lesson.
What your fella Optic Racer? I'm sorry, but the fact that you're calling Predator 2 trash, I mean, no. I'm sorry, no.
No. He's saying it's got his good bits. He's just saying
No. He's saying it's cheap
hold
trash.
on.
I'm sorry, but I think we should definitely shove a pineapple somewhere where you know.
Hold on. When it first came out, did you like it or not? Because I didn't.
liked
It took me a few
When it
years
first
to
came
like
out,
it.
I fucking loved it.
I was surprised how
Really?
I never took Danny Glover for an action star, so
No.
it surprised
Well,
me.
Hang
I
on,
didn't
Brad.
like it when it first
Did
came
you
out.
not see Lethal Weapon before you saw Predator 2?
Oh yeah, that's right. He is
But
Lethal
he's an
Weapon.
older. Think about the different
but
characters.
Lethal
though.
Weapon to me is a comedy.
Yeah, and he's an older
It's
police
funny.
officer. I'm too old for this shit. I see what you're saying, Brian. He was a massive action star in this movie. Even though we saw it in Lethal Weapon, he does way more in 2 than he does in Lethal Weapon.
It's because Lethal Weapon is somewhat of a comedy as well as an action. Just like the movie Pure Luck.
I
more
thought
of a
it was
comedy.
hilarious when in Lethal Weapon 1 when he put the gun in his mouth and pulled the trigger. That was funny as fuck. And only survived because Danny Glover stopped him.
It has comedy. Oh, nerd.
Yes, I'm being a cunt. Well, you fucking knew that, so tough.
I do. You talk more though than you normally do, which is great.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's about time you got to get some of that off your chest.
Oh, believe me, if I started ranting, we'd be here
No.
next year.
Question.
Yeah.
Is AVP in the same universe as the Aliens movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was a Black Horse comic, and that's how they introduced Alien and Predators together.
I don't think I want to watch Aliens, but I would give Predator a try. Yeah.
Predator, because I know how you are with movies. You'd be okay with Aliens, probably not.
Yeah, I really don't want to see Aliens
You'd be
come out of
okay
someone's
with Predator
stomach.
for the sole sake of it's more of an action movie than a horror. Alien is more of a horror.
I would say
this Raquel
Aliens as
to
well.
say that
Green Blood.
And it's funny
to say that the Alien universe and the Predator universe are in the same universe is like a crossover type thing. It's basically like lesbians trying to have a kid. It's good in theory, but won't really actually work out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I quite
Make
like
it work.
I mean, the jockeys changed a lot, so I prefer the jockeys when they were originally from the comics and things like that. When they did it in Prometheus, they went a little bit.
That's the thing. That Prometheus and the other fucking thing that was made by the guy who made the original Alien. I don't actually count them as canon.
I like Prometheus, but it does fuck up the canon.
I have to say, the thing that I liked most about Prometheus, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, was the fact that everybody died really dumbly, especially the Charlize Theron's character. I'm going to run in a straight line as this big thing is following me.
Yeah. That's an SJW logic right there, baby. Right in the handbook. Although I did find something, I'm going to share this with you, nerd, because you haven't seen this yet, and you might not know this. This is actually an educational moment for poor nerd. And in any way, you're stuck listening to it anyway, because I got the controls. So,
Short marriage fact. Did you know that medical researchers have found there's a food out there that lowers women's sex drive 90%? Did you know that? It's called wedding cake.
Nice.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. It's one of them streams, gentlemen. Poor Brent got to see all this stuff ahead of time, all the shit I was going through and what I do.
I have seen virtually every one that's coming out tonight. Yeah, that's fine. They were funny.
He had a good laugh. Plus, he got to test out his sound system on his new speaker or on his new computer. So,
how is that?
I'm happy.
Is still working out the kinks, Ootini?
Good talk, Ootini.
Sorry, I'm addressing the chat at the same time. I'm being so rude. I'm trying to listen to you and look at the chat. I'm trying
It's okay.
Multitask.
It's okay. I had to fill the empty void for a second.
The other one cooked
for a second there, I thought I lost my connection.
No, I love the new computer. I love the keyboard. The mouse is a little bit funny.
Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Before I bring him in, hold on, Jesse. Hold on. This is especially for you. I dug this motherfucker up just in case you made it. So he has made it, people. He is here.
Jens is here.
Hey, Jens.
Y'all ain't gonna convince me weed is a bad thing, especially since you're so mad, man. And I'm
and he's cool because he loves smoking marijuana.
Allegedly.
I have to say that the guy in the car looks unlike the guy in the picture. Am I the only one who noticed that?
I'm almost out.
See, that should be a crime.
I know. You know how much it's going to take to fill this jar, though? That's going to be a lot. I don't think I'm going to
say, is that like sort of like asking donations or what?
Well, this one here, the Jay and Silent Bob from the stash, this held damn near 3 ounces.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, they're big, dude. You're not joking. You know, they hold some serious cannabis. So yes. Yeah, see, that's something we're definitely going to have to do is we're going to have a weed stream with those that want to discuss actual marijuana and have actual conversations about the fun stuff too. Yeah, dude, the amounts of stuff that I have bought and tried is ridiculous. From Purple Urkel to Snoop Dogg's to I have not had the Mike Tyson, but I'm ready to.
Yeah, I can't get my hands on any of those, but I get all kinds of different strains and shit.
The Snoop Dogg, the thing I liked about it is it comes in a tin. You get basically it's 5 grams, but there are 10 little joints in here. So, you know, it's about a half gram per joint. So it's like perfect. It's just your perfect, you know, get a nice little buzz going, do whatever you're going to do. And a couple hours later, smoke again. So, but yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed Purple Urkel as much as I enjoyed every bit of the Snoop Dogg. So hell yeah.
Adam, what do you think of that?
Nice. I see. Is this Brian working? Is Brian actually back to working on his comic?
Yep.
Nice.
Cool.
Is that
What's the name of the character?
It's a secret. I won't say it on
okay.
air.
Okay.
All good. It's all good.
Secret, top secret information.
That's right. Exactly. Very top secret, baby.
Do I not have an ashtray down here? Fuck my life.
Well, when you do your what should I say? Not drug stream. Your cultured stream. Lindsay's well up for it, so you've got another person to turn up for that.
Oh yeah, there's enough of us around. We could have just content on that. Like,
sure, there are
that buy and smoke. It's like I've had this first.
Yeah, but after a while, I mean, what do you want to know?
Yeah,
I mean, you go out and smoke some.
Exactly. You know, but it's like
yo, Sativa's awesome. Yo, Indica's awesome. Yo, everything is awesome. Go try some.
Everything
exactly.
We recommend the following list, and it looks like fucking a child's list of Santa Claus.
It's longer than the list.
Scrolls for 5 minutes.
It's longer than the list I've got for fucking all the people that are either on the panel or been on the panel or the people that I do shows with.
There's 45 kinds of runts.
Exactly. Not to mention great and
stash.
Just wait till you get to W. You think you're almost done, then you realize there's White Widow, Wedding Crasher, and all the rest. All the variations. That's another 4 hours.
Oh yeah.
You could buy White Widow.
Well versed, aren't you? It's like a little underverse of this kind of stuff. Good lord.
Yeah.
They actually sell White Widow commercial?
Yeah, I had it. Yeah, it's good.
Oh.
I don't even know what's in here. I just mix all my strains together into one thing. There's one that's been around lately that I like called Falconberry. It tastes delicious. Gets you nice and torched. See, actually, I don't like the really tight little buds. I like the fluffier buds. But I'm a sativa guy, so but I have been using the vape pen more.
I've smoked them all. I can't really tell a difference really in the strains as much. You know, like it's the sativa versus indica. I get high. I mean, that's it. I get high. Period. I don't really feel
I was gonna make a journal, but then I got high.
Yep. I was gonna do a YouTube show, but then I got high.
I did a YouTube show, and I don't know why.
I don't know why.
Because I was high. Because I was high. Because I was high.
Yeah.
I don't remember one damn thing.
You weren't able to do a show last night, man. What the fuck? Why are they attacking you?
I saw that.
Oh, yeah. I'm fucking on copyright strike right now.
For what?
Violence against animals or humans.
What? How?
What?
I don't know. It's good. They rejected my appeal.
It's like that clip I used to play. It was.
Did I beat the shit out of somebody?
Well, there was one on Facebook where it was a brother and a sister. They were siblings and they had little boxing gloves on. And the brother turned around and like sucker punched the sister, and the sister kicked his ass.
I remember that. Yeah, you
okay,
got banned for that.
I got the same thing you did for that.
Would it have anything to do with the comments we made about that that woman that was defending maps?
No, it wasn't even that show. It was the set sail one, so it was before that. I think it was because we were laughing about the Korean guy who protected his store and his own life by stabbing that piece of shit.
Stabbing the piece of shit that got what he deserved. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are we not supposed to enjoy justice in this country?
Right? Jeez, OP.
This fucking poor guy is trying to sell vapes. He's probably making a minimum wage. He's got two guys trying to strong arm rob him. Now the guy's behind the counter. Yeah, stab him. Stab the fuck out of him. Yes, that is the proper thing to do. Yes. More.
Yeah, he defended himself and the store. And I mean, at the end of the day, why does that guy got to put up with that shit? Oh, because the police don't do their fucking job. So yeah, trust me. That dude didn't do nothing wrong. And the one that was crying like a little bitch after getting stabbed, you got what you fucking deserve. Maybe you won't be stealing no more.
Well, he's got his own getaway vehicle now because he's going to be in a wheelchair.
To be able to.
It's going to be hard to snatch and grab when you got to blow through that straw to make the grabber work.
Not to mention you got to be rolling down the street.
Put your hands up. I can't do it.
But your problem is because you're monetized, bro. Because I mean, we did last week or the week before. We played the whole Heinz commercial with the Wiener dogs and shit, music included. Nothing. We didn't get fucking anything.
Bullshit.
So I mean, that's the problem. All you guys.
I know I'm going to get copyright claimed, and I know that after the fact, the only time I'm ever going to get any commercial revenue is from the initial airing of the show. Well, the first 30 minutes of the first airing of the show, because after that, it switched from being monetized being ineligible. No, it switches from monetized to limited to ineligible real fucking quick as the show progresses. But yeah, no super chats, no this, no that. And I don't know if anybody in the YouTube sphere knows this, but you could drop like a PayPal link or a Cash App link 5,000 times. Nobody's going to drop anything in that. You know why? Because it's not fun. Super chats are fun. You get to say a fucking joke and make somebody say something stupid or make a good point, one or the other.
Yep.
It's like that's like the whole business model of the platform. Notice I said platform, not publisher.
Because it's a platform. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The way I look at the situation, quite frankly, is that I'm not allowed to report on news stories.
That makes no sense.
Meanwhile, CNN or Fox or somebody could do the same thing, and because they're like, "Oh, should we make guns illegal because of this knife attack?" That they're allowed, but because I'm like, "Ha ha ha! Look at that fucking piece of shit getting what he deserves." You know, I'm wrong.
Like the majority of the people in the world that are like, good, finally a criminal got what he deserved, not in and out of jail 15,000 times and still out doing the same stupid shit. That's ridiculous, man.
When they go, what are you in for? And the guy goes, you didn't see it?
Don't you know who I am? I'm the dumbass that went to go rob the dude and got stabbed and cried like a
They
bitch.
call me the pincushion.
That's right.
Got more holes in my ass than Swiss cheese.
He thought the knife was bad. He's gonna love prison.
Do I hear a secret? Jerry from Tom and Jerry lives in me somewhere. God, that was a fucking bad joke, and I made it anyway.
That's right.
God, that was just such trash. Somebody just burn me.
I have to say, it looks like On Hess will not be crushing any more vehicles.
Dude, I saw that on Sleazy Pete Martini, dude. I thought he was fucking around saying that she looks like Anne Heche. That was really Anne Heche, and I didn't realize it to the end of the video. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, she's just died. So
she died?
Whoa. Yes.
Was she on bath salts?
Well, she crossed into the house, had a big brain injury, was covered in burns, and apparently the family took her off life support.
Yeah, but like when they went to put her in the ambulance, she sat up like fucking Jason.
Well, it's all over the Twitter.
Well, she got brain dead.
Yeah.
So that was literally zombie Anne Heche?
Yep.
Fucking A. At least it wasn't somebody cool.
Right. I mean, like Joe Biden is the zombie. We're used to that. So, you know.
At least it was somebody who sucked. I'm totally not sorry. I mean, what did she do? That movie with Harrison Ford because she was sucking his dick at a time? Now Harrison Ford gets to watch the news and see her sit up like a fucking zombie from fucking The Ring. And he's got to think, I stuck my dick in that. Oh, I'm sorry, wait. I stuck my dick in that.
I made her straight.
Get off my dick.
Get off my dick. That's right. Get off my song.
Oh, wait, was I supposed to feel bad about this?
I think that's the problem. People think you have to feel a certain way. We're all individuals. We're going to feel how we feel. And if you don't like it, fuck off.
Yeah, because at a certain point, I see something like that, and I'm just like, "Wolves." Oh, look, another lefty bitch.
I mean,
now, how many people did she kill in the process of waxing herself? She was doing like 100 through that intersection. Fucking thing left tire marks like the DeLorean in Back to the Future. Christopher Lloyd showed up just to say we're going to say some serious shit.
Now, Ed, when you get up to 88, you're going to see some serious shit.
Some serious shit.
Her career has gone back to the future.
Well, parts of her have gone back to the future.
Parts are over here, parts are over there, parts for it's caught the quantum time loop.
Hell yeah. I had this conversation with Proper yesterday because they were talking doing the old school Challenger. Challenger jokes. You know, it's like, you know, the did you know that the teacher on the Challenger had 2 blue eyes, 1 blue left, 1 blue right? You know, that's the comedy that we had back in those days, people. I'm sorry, that's just how we were.
Yeah, the first woman to drive a shuttle and it goes boom. Surprise.
Yeah. I bet she was driving.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad got laid off because of that rash decision.
That reminds me of X-Men 1 where he's like, hit a giant copper statue with lightning. I thought you lived in a school.
Yeah. Yep. Hell yeah. Fry him, Storm. Yeah. Sure.
He's like, yeah, do that.
Go ahead.
This will be funny.
Yeah.
You won't totally all die. Meanwhile, I'm Magneto, so I could just ignore the electricity. This will be cute. I wouldn't have said shit.
You know, my favorite scene from X-Men the Animated Series is when Magneto comes crashing the Earth and he looks all like transparent and noodle like and he's like, I live.
I live.
Mother Earth's magnet field has rejuvenated me.
Oh, he was so dramatic on that show.
Oh, he was a thespian, you know. I mean,
yeah, he was.
Oh yeah.
I liked the whole Savage Land thing with the X-Men animated series, but my favorite shit's got to be all the stuff with Omega Red.
Oh yeah, that commie.
Yeah, Omega Red from the animated series is what really made me like that character. Now I got 2 of his first app.
It's
a
way
cool
better
cover
when
too.
They tried tying him into the movies with that fucking Silver Samurai, you know, version. In the Wolverine movie. Oh god, that was horrible.
Dude, the Wolverine movies are terrible. Everybody's like, Logan's such a good movie. I'm like, you never read a book, have you?
Well, based off just the movies, bro. I mean, if you go from what was it, 90, 99 when the X-Men came out, this is supposed to be the end of the X-Men from 99 is Logan. Bullshit. That movie is shit. All the mutants are now Mexican because, you know, that was during the Trump administration and they had to have all of them running away. All the kids, little Mexican kids running away from the big bad Trump force. That's what that shit was all about in the movie. It's the only reason
they used a X-Men comic as a plot device for the fucking film.
Now
did anybody actually think about the biology of that movie? You have to remember, antimantium doesn't grow. That little girl will, meaning that every time she starts to grow, she's going to be in pain. And the claws, which come out about 8 inches, will come out about 1 inch when she's fully grown. So no one apparently thought about that.
No.
Yeah, and X-23 has this whole fucking dark ass backstory in the comics. Like she was pimped out.
In a comic, she
at
was
one
the
point in
bomb.
time worked for S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah,
she did a lot of shit. Like young character, but
I think everybody's worked for S.H.I.E.L.D. almost. It seems.
Damn near.
I actually hated when they introduced Sword, and they were like, "Oh, it's always been Sword and Shield."
That was gay.
Yeah, and then they were like, Da Vinci was part of the organization of it, and it's just like, fucking A. I have the first appearance of Leonardo da Vinci in Marvel Comics, by the way.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Weird.
Well, that's the problem, though, Jesse. We had comics before cartoons, and the cartoons came out, but they've refabbed everything and remade everything, and it's just all garbage.
Yeah,
Sad.
Not for nothing. Copper Age comics that's basically the 80s for me who doesn't know the lingo. That's some of the best shit out there, man. One of my favorite comic books ever is Arcade's Murder World. It's an issue of the X-Men. That's awesome. The art is fucking great. The premise is great. He creates like almost like the movie The Cell. Yeah, it's like an amusement park, but it's all like underground, all this hidden weird shit. Yeah, but he designs each room to cancel out somebody's abilities.
Right.
Like, you know, where Wolverine was, he just made a whole bunch of discombobulated shit so his senses didn't help him. Shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Personally, if I was going to try Wolverine, try to kill Wolverine, I would just try to drown his ass.
Well, I mean, they did do that in that movie where they, Magneto threw his ass in the river after putting metal through his body, and then, at the end of it, we see him pulling his ass out. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Wolverine could swim, but in the comic, he literally said it's like trying to swim while you're carrying an anvil. It's not exactly easy. It's like he could barely keep himself going.
I always figured that'd be even just normal walking because of the weight of the adamantium added to his body. Like when he sat on the Harley and it went down. I always figured that anyway. So yeah, what you're saying, that's just logical though. Makes sense. Oh yeah. Just like how Jawas like to play in sand and steal shit. I mean, recycle.
I was going to say, I don't know about comic stuff, but I would have thought adamantium was quite light. I'm just saying. I don't know.
It should be.
I'm not
the whole thing with adamantium is it's kind of a gimme because it's supposed to be an impurity-free metal, which I would think would make it brittle, personally, but whatever.
I mean, I think vibranium is light, but adamantium is heavy.
Vibranium, that sounds so sexy.
It's like the contrast between steel and aluminum.
I never really thought about it. I mean, we know that it came from the sky because of the movie, how they did the movie. They came after the asteroid that it came in and they melted it down, and that was the only way to keep it hot was to use it. But just because of the movie, when he sat on the Harley, you noticed it put a little bit of weight in it, over his structure.
See, walking around is fine for me.
It would be harder in water, though. That does kind of make sense. I never really thought about it until you brought it up.
Yeah, because the way the bike goes down. So let's say that he was like a 500-pound guy, right? The bike would go down like that. But if he was a 500-pound guy, he'd still be able to walk around.
Yeah.
Plus, he's got superhuman strength, so he could still jump a mile and shit. So it's not like a drawback there. But once you're in the water, it's just fucking dead weight.
And
his super strength is just enough for him to swim, which sucks.
Yeah.
You don't like water.
Well, shit, think about it, bro. Like, if all of a sudden you've gained all that metal and you have gained weight and then it's hard to move in the water, yeah, you're not going to like it.
I don't know.
Imagine if you did have his metal
be a
skeleton.
Superhero, would they?
Yeah.
It's not got to make sense. It's just got to be entertaining.
Yeah. With the healing factor and the claws and the indestructible nature and the basic immortality, I just think I'd have a lot of fun with all that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But actually, we were talking about Predator and Alien a little bit ago, and it just got me thinking. Disney owns Fox, and this is why they have this is why they fail. They have no creativity. Wouldn't you do something like infuse like Deadpool in a Predator story?
Oh God, no.
Deadpool could fix a lot of fucking problems.
He could.
There's been fan cuts of fan-made trailers of Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe.
Well, actually, just going back to the previous conversation there, you could actually kill Wolverine quite easily. All you have to do is do the same thing they did in T2. Drop him in a still. The adamantium won't melt, but you sure his skin and everything else will.
You know what happened? Do you remember a guy called Wild Child?
Mm-hmm.
Wild Child dead. But the reason Wild Child dead is because he tried to do that to Wolverine. And the thing was, he thought it was funny to put him in feet first instead of head first.
I have no idea who Wild Child is.
He's just an asshole. Not very bright.
Yeah, that really doesn't narrow it down, lad.
But what happened was that he had him handcuffed, right? And he had him all chained up and shit. So he's dipped some feet first into it, and Wolverine is just fucking taking it because, well, what was he going to do? And he waits till it gets down till he could shove his hands into the metal, and it burns all the flesh off of his fucking hands, right? So then he just pulls his arms up and smacks above his head and cuts the fucking chain and basically swims out of the bath and just lays there until he's fixed. Then he ended up crushing Wild Child under a big metal door.
Which came out first, Predator or T2 or the comic? Because it sounds pretty the same.
T2 definitely. By a few years, actually.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with T2 is, though, Wolverine has his super regenerative capability, whereas a Terminator doesn't. It's a robot. That's it.
Yeah, but at what point does, even in the movies, they had him get hit by a nuclear blast. It's like, yeah, Wolverine's been through some shit, but at what point does he not heal anymore?
They tried to do that. They tried to do that recently in the comics, and that's why they tried to do that in Logan. Like, eventually he gets so old he can't do it anymore.
Yeah, but is he so immortal that he can literally become an atom and still regenerate from that?
Yeah.
So he's like Cell.
In a sense.
Well, I know when Logan they said it was antimontium poison, it was actually a metal killing him. So...
Yeah, that's another thing in the comic books. Once Magneto ripped the metal off of him, he became very feral. They started drawing him more animalistic.
Yeah,
that was a badass run too.
Which is what they did with Sabretooth after a while.
Yeah, I still don't have the goddamn rip the metal off your bones issue. I only have the one right after that.
Well, there's a few of them because it intermixed into a couple of different lines. It's like
I know.
I've got all.
You know, at least back in the day, they had the common decency to have the notes from Bob.
Yeah.
Remember those?
Oh, yeah.
I even remember those. I'm not a fucking comic fan. Yeah.
Yeah, notes. For anybody who doesn't know, Notes for Bob was just like a little box in the corner, and it would tell you what issue the rest of the story was in and what book.
Yeah, like little asterisk.
To see the rest of this tale.
Yeah.
By Fantastic Four number fucking 287 or whatever.
Right. So similar to Stan's soapbox?
I'm guessing? Stan's soapbox was something else.
So there's something else? Okay.
No. That was like letters to the editor, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was That was him just kind of ranting about like he had diarrhea or something, I don't know. or the cost of paper or something like that.
I've had a lot of conversations with Cool, and he got to work with Stan Lee. And I'm just really happy that he said that Stan Lee in reality is exactly like Stan Lee, the persona of Stan Lee.
Right.
He was supposed to be very nice, like total sweetheart, very complimentary. Except that he always called Cool Skull Ronnie. Or Ron.
Right.
he knew his name was Juan. He knew his name was Juan, but he kept calling him Ron.
That's funny.
We never had Juans growing up in New York. Back in my day, you were either Italian or Jew. And that's all we had.
Well, you mean it wasn't invented by little Wadey from
Excelsior.
He's like, Ron looks good on the titles.
I'm sorry, Brian, but New York was originally from where I'm from. They were all Irish, son.
Yes, we know. Yeah, we've seen gangs in New York. Sods.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I got to meet Stan Lee a couple years ago at the Dallas Comic Con. Got a few autographs. Took a picture with him. Really nice guy.
Nice.
I had to stand in line for 3 hours, though.
3 hours?
Only 3 hours?
Yeah, but then you think of it, he was there for 3 hours.
He's dead now, and I can't meet
you.
Yeah, exactly. I can't go wait in line because he's fucking dead. I can't get a copy. Yeah, I can't get him to sign my DC comic.
Yeah,
that is another way to look at it. Being his age, he did wait a long time to see everyone else.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, Autumn, you could do it the other way. Instead of getting his autograph, you could visit his grave and give him yours.
There you go. Yeah.
It's like, to Stan, Excelsior.
From your biggest fan.
From the Wiener King himself, the super fan. That's right.
Let's see. I got the Marvel poster, all the characters signed by him, and I got the first comic book cover of Spider-Man signed by him. I think it was
like a print of it.
Yeah, a print of it. Like just a wallpaper of it. Yeah.
That's cool. Like a poster.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Did you frame it?
I do frame it. Like I can take a pic and send it to you.
Yeah, put it in the fucking Gilded.
Sure.
No, you gotta turn on your camera and you gotta go like, here it is. You gotta put your hair up. We know
that involves finding things.
And, your hair's wet because that's always how it works.
I feel like a terrible friend.
You know me too well, Adam.
I know, right?
I still have to buy a frame for a picture I bought from
because my hair's wet and she's got it wrapped. She's clothed, but she's just like, my hair's wet. And she'll come on and she's got her hair all wrapped up because she's getting it done. Yeah, she's my number
See,
one.
that's the
girl.
thing. I never understood about people going out and getting these signatures and stuff and paying for them. I mean, if you're be original. I mean, let's be honest. Over a lifetime, how many times does someone sign something, especially stars? I mean, hundreds of thousands. If you want to be original, just fucking kidnap them. Just saying.
That's so Irish.
What you do here's how you be original. You ask for their autograph, but you just pull out a check.
That would only work if it was their check.
Exactly. I was just thinking that.
There was this one
You
person.
just gotta say, "Where's your checkbook?"
Yeah, right.
I want you to take a check from your checkbook and autograph it for me, please.
Actually, I'd love to see a clip of someone at a Comic-Con going up to an actor and saying, you have never made a good movie. I'm walking away.
Oh, burn.
Well, Ron Perlman is going to be at Horror Hound, and I just might have to do that.
Dude, he is such a fucking idiot.
Yep.
I was riding his ass hard till that particular Instagram account got banned.
Well, I will say this. I like him on TV and films, but he is a fucking retard in real life.
Oh, yeah. Yep. We make fun of him every week.
The thing is, it's like he used to do all those foreign language films. I can't see him as being, a fucktard. But I guess he is.
He's trying to fit in.
Right.
I'm sorry. Who
are we talking about? I'm a little.
Ron Perlman. I mean, I remember him
Ron
from
Perlman?
Being the Beast.
Ron Perlman.
I'm still waiting on that other Hellboy movie.
Oh God,
the newer one.
The newer one, I didn't.
The
have
new
a
one.
problem
Yeah,
with
it left on a cliffhanger.
Oh, they're never going to make a sequel.
Oh no, not to that shit.
No.
I'm still waiting on Buckaroo Banzai Part 2.
Right.
What's that?
Who the fuck is that? Clancy Brown is still alive.
I like Clancy Brown. What's wrong with Clancy Brown? He's good.
Nothing's wrong with him. He said he's waiting on the movie, though.
Yeah, I want Buckaroo Banzai Part 2.
Part 2.
Yeah, that ain't gonna fucking happen, is it? Jesus.
Is Peter Welker still alive?
Peter Weller, yes.
Hold on, let me get the DVD out and see when
he might be a little bit robotic, but yeah, he's still alive.
1984, Orion Pictures. No, I don't.
1984. God damn, that movie is a year younger than
but it's a fucking great film.
It is. That's the problem. The cast is amazing.
Yeah, but
the whole thing with the girl didn't make a lot of sense, but I don't care. It was a good fucking fun movie.
Do you want to watch Buckaroo Banzai? Oh God!
I would have loved
Buckaroo Banzai.
I would have loved to have seen Buckaroo Banzai if it was made like 2 or 3 years after the first one, but now it's it does. It's not going to fit the story.
No.
Well, I suppose you wouldn't be
38 years ago. No.
I suppose you wouldn't be wanting to see a sequel to Hell Comes to Frogtown then.
Actually, they did do a sequel.
What? There's a Hell Comes to Frogtown
2? Yeah, they did. You know the guy from Maniac Cop? He was in it.
Really?
Maniac Cop?
Yeah.
They didn't bring back Rowdy?
Was that Bruce Campbell or...
No, not Bruce
Robert
Campbell.
Davi?
It was Roddy Piper.
The really ugly looking fucker. He was in Hell Comes to Frogtown 2.
I'm going to have to fucking check this out now.
Yeah, Maniac Cop was.
I've only seen the trailer. I haven't seen the film. It doesn't look pretty.
I love the premise of Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Oh,
because
I
it's
love
just
that
like
film.
the government captures Roddy Piper and they're like, look, you're a criminal. And you're kind of a badass. We need you to fuck all these broads till they're
your
pregnant.
sperm works, so we want you to fuck every woman in town.
They're like, we're going to send you with these 2 hot bitches across the country in a Jeep with a machine gun on it. And you're going to go get 5 more bitches. And you're going to fuck all 7 of these bitches till they're all pregnant. He's like,
my God.
Okay.
Well,
twist my arm.
The guy Brent was talking about, it's the Jaw guy from Tango and Cash. You know, at the start.
Yeah.
Maniac Cop. Yeah, it's him.
That guy has cherubism. We looked it up one night.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, he's a nice guy and everything, but I've not seen Hell Comes to Frogtown 2, and it's not high on my list.
I just remember that line. You broke that.
I'm not familiar with the movie.
Oh, it's a terribly
You want to watch
movie.
Hell Comes to Frogtown? It's a good film. You'll enjoy it. It's good.
It's very feminist.
It's got Sandal Bergman in it, so.
It shows you how to avoid a fucking a frog woman that I might bang.
Okay.
If I put a bag on her head, I might have banged her. You have to look at her skin and know it's all green. It's just a hole with a cloaca first. What?
Oh, dear. Just
How is that
addressing
weird?
the chat so they don't feel ignored.
It's
Lindsay.
definitely better than Debbie Does Dallas. Let's just put it that way. This would be
Oh,
on your.
DL thought he would, trick me. He's like, "Do you want to watch Debbie Does Dallas? It's a Clint Eastwood Western film."
Clint Eastwood.
And-
Next thing you know, it's just all blowjobs.
And that's when I found out it was not the case. Like,
Wasn't
nice
that the time when he
try.
was doing Sandra Locke? That would have been sort of like the blowjob film. God.
Love DL. I'm not sure what he's doing right now.
He might be watching Debbie Does Dallas.
He could
Probably.
But he's probably getting ready to fill a hole. He's been going around since God knows. I mean, he remembers jazz.
I need to finish the season 3 of Umbrella Academy with him.
You know, there is this other film from back
Actually-
in the day you might want to check out. It's actually like a mystery type of thing, but it's called Deep Throat Cheerleaders 8.
Followed by Totally Anal Part 27.
Is that like
Yeah.
Death Wish? Is that like a Death Wish film?
No Man's Land 4.
Answering Lindsay, the cynical geek, no, I don't want to see a sequel made until everybody in Hollywood has been replaced by actual people.
Yeah, I was going to address that, but I got sidetracked. Last Starfighter 2? No, not yet. Not ready.
Because I guarantee you, she'll be a woman and black.
Lindsay says, I would have fucked Roddy. He was hot as fuck.
Who
I when he was wrestling, but fuck me, did he drop
job,
off
Roddy.
quick? Jesus.
He was a busy boy. He's doing his films. They live. One of his
When he
best.
stopped wrestling and he started doing movies, I thought he looked a lot healthier.
Yeah, but when he stopped doing films, which let's be honest, wasn't a huge length of time.
Mhm.
I saw him walk out. This must be what, fucking 20 years ago now. But like when he first came back on the WWE, was it F or E at the time? I don't know. But he came out and he had this fucking. He actually looked like a frog. He had the skinny top body, a huge gut, and skinny legs. It was like, what the fuck?
Makes the kilt a little more believable.
Well,
Suddenly Scrooge McDuck comes down to the ring to fuck up your ass.
It definitely explained the kilt with those legs. Yeah.
I remember when Goldust hit him with a fucking car. Then he beat the shit out of that guy.
That was actually interesting because that match was supposed to be Goldust versus Razor Ramon, but Scott Hall had jumped ship to WCW before WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is, after that, about a month or two later, Roddy Piper went to WCW as well.
Well, they hit him with a car.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
that
they had
real?
that
How do you
whole
how do you fake getting hit by a car?
Well,
Actually, they pissed off Vince McMahon because he said no blood, and they went for blood anyway.
Well, when you
'Cause
keep fighting in a back alley, somebody's going to start bleeding.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, my
That's,
only problem was that, when Stone Cold Steve Austin got hit by a car by Rikishi, I was sort of hoping it should have been The Rock being hit by a car in life.
Or Owen Hart, at least.
Yeah.
Remember when Hulk Hogan ran the Rock over with a semi truck?
Yes.
No.
No, he didn't. No. What did he do? He had that semi truck. He said, "I'm gonna lay the smackdown on your crippled ass."
The most memorable thing of Stone Cold Steve Austin I remember is attacking Vince in the hospital with a fucking bedpan.
Oh, Mankind. Yeah. Mick Foley. Too, yeah. Bringing the balloons and shit. It's Mankind. It's all going. Doink. Yeah. With the fucking metal fucking. Yeah, because that's the kind of bedpans we have here. We don't have nice ones. They're cold and metal.
Of course, that's when wrestling was good.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
a
the-
cardboard in this
The
country.
end of the Monday Night Wars was the end of wrestling.
Yeah,
'Cause
it
there was no because everybody was competing for ratings, and when there's no one to compete with anymore, it just sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
died.
Do you guys
Covered
remember when
everything.
China played She-Hulk?
Yeah, the porno. Yeah, I
That
shared
was a
shit on
porno?
Facebook. I think
I
so.
thought that was the MCU.
No,
It is in
China
my
died
head.
before the MCU started. I think.
Yeah, dude.
I thought that was the first movie of the MCU was She-Hulk.
No, that was a porno.
Is that why
China
she kept fucking
China
everybody?
did pornos when
That's
she got
right.
bounced out of the WWF.
You told me
I
to
have
get
to
the
say,
F out, so
And
I'm
then
effing
she
around.
died.
I'm just saying, I haven't watched any of them, but I have to say that her acting was just as good as it was in the WWE.
There you go.
I mean,
There
I
you
mean,
go.
when you're top billing next to Bridget the Midget, I mean, where else do you have to go?
That they must have looked funny side by side. Did she put Bridget the Midget in her pussy?
No.
She should have.
Or at least use those big fake titties, motorboat that midget.
Yeah, right.
Come on. Yeah.
So anyway,
You know what would make the world a better place, voice? Midget wrestling. We need more midget wrestling.
honestly, I think we're at the point where it's just time to put all the special people, you know who I'm talking about. They're teaching in schools and all that kind of stuff. Just put them in a big pit and say only one person leaves. Go for it.
One man, yeah. Two men enter, one man leaves.
I like
Well,
Sticks,
hi,
Hex,
hi.
and Hammers.
Hey, Brett, don't misgender
idea.
people. It could be two hits. You don't know.
Two they then ifs fucking furries whatever enter one leave.
What was that thing I used to put up on screen? The way we do school reform is we should just take the bad kids and have them kickbox each other during lunch hour. So you have your entertainment, your school lunch.
Yeah.
Actually,
and
I'm
then-
sort of conflicted about that because
Yeah,
in
you
my
just
first,
take all the troublemakers and just have them kickbox each other.
yeah,
during,
but the problem was in my first couple of years of high school, I was bullied by the troublemakers, but in my last couple of years, I was the troublemaker. So,
Troublemaker, yeah, I can see that. So basically, you're saying bread and circuses. So we're going back to Rome. So we have a
Precisely.
bit of
I
lunch
mean,
and a bit of
but
entertainment.
you do things like let them wear mouth guards and padded gloves.
Oh, that's so 21st century of you.
See, I like Sticks,
Yeah.
Hex, and
No
Hammers
brand,
idea. You
no
take
brand.
all the violent offenders
I mean,
and you give them all
just-
the opportunity to fight in a tournament, and if they win, they get to go free.
Now,
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
So
gonna
if
do
you're willing
the
to kill
wussy
8 other
sport
guys-
taekwondo thing and to make them wear shin guards and headgear. No, just padded gloves and mouth
We
guards.
need
Enough protection.
gladiator
No,
arenas
fuck
again.
that. I want tigers and swords and brass knuckles and bricks and everything else. I
No,
want a
Oh,
sock
you want
full
Hans
of
Zimmer
quarters
in
and
the
a rubber
background at
dildo.
lunchtime. No, we
You
I
don't.
want a
you want
rubber
it like a
dildo
double-
embedded with razor blades.
You want Jesse?
Just
you
straight,
want
just
it like
utility
a
knife
dou-
blades stuck
like-
into a dildo.
like a
I
double
bet
dragon.
it's jelly and some
Jesse,
fucker
calm
being
down,
able to
Jesse.
Right.
With that thought about the dildo, are you talking about the wrestling or porn?
No. I'm talking about gladiators, modern day gladiators trying to
Yeah,
escape
it really
prison.
doesn't sound like that, son. I'm
I
sorry.
like it though. That's
Listen.
by studded dildo. I mean, come
Look,
on.
last time I went to the sex shop, they had this thing with a handle, and it was like this fucking long. If you stuck straight utility knife blades into that thing all over the place, I think it would be a serious fucking weapon.
I think you smoke.
I'll call
too
it the
much
dick
weed.
down. You're getting dick down.
Uh-huh.
The dick dog toe.
You better not let me knock you out with this thing because you know where it's going.
I'm
You're
glad
shit
I'm
right
not in
ever.
school anymore. Jesus Christ. You go for lunch and you get beaten the shit out of you. I
Yeah,
went to
this
the
is the thing,
climbing
Brent.
frame.
I don't mind being in high school. I just don't want to go to the same school as the guy who's sort of obsessed with dildos.
Yeah, basically. Cool,
Is he
Brian.
just wearing
I
his
never-
socks, Brian?
No, that's boots. It's boots. He's coming in through the window.
He needs to be beefier.
Well, it's kind of a wide shot there. See, I right here I'm drawing a dude in a chair. He's gonna sneak up on him.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a dildo brand.
You gotta have
No,
the
he's
dildo,
got a
man.
gun.
Honestly, if I saw that guy in an alleyway, I wouldn't even question it. I would just shoot him.
Yeah, if I saw that guy in California alleyway, I would just say it's a normal day.
Because he's sneaking up on that guy.
He's cool looking. He looks kind of like somebody. Who the fuck does he look like? He looks like a cross between Picard and that guy, that little comedian. He was in that. Oh God, what was it?
He looks like the guy from Johnny Mnemonic. Oh, what's his name? He was also in.
Oh fuck!
Saturday the 14th. Anybody ever see
Malcolm
that?
McDowell, is it?
No, not Malcolm McDowell. He wasn't in. No.
Hang on, I'm getting my names mixed up.
Who's that Jewy guy from Saturday the 14th?
German guy from.
Are you thinking about John Lithgow?
Oh, you mean
no? It's not Lithgow.
No, he's
Udo
Canadian.
Kier. Udo Kier. Is that
Udo
the fellow you're
Kier,
talking
that's
about?
it. Udo Kier. Yeah, he looks like Udo Kier. Yeah.
So is he about to human shield that fucking guy in front? Because he don't seem to be holding a gun.
Oh no! He's got henchmen right there.
I would totally just human shield that first guy.
Yeah. And then he does that.
Oh, that's cool looking.
Yeah. See, not too many people. Where is it?
I like the gun blast.
To look at that handgun. Not too many people actually put it in the action of the handgun, like with the slide hitting back, because that's what happens when you shoot.
I'm not a big comics guy, but I have to say, Brian, that on the left hand side, his finger isn't actually on the trigger.
Well, who is he? Alec Baldwin?
Yeah.
No! Too soon. Is that too soon for everyone?
Oh, it's never too soon with Alec Baldwin.
What's happening about that?
It's never too soon for actual justice because that fucker still ain't behind bars.
I know.
It's been so quiet, to be perfectly honest.
The only way he could have gotten away with it quicker was if his name was Hunter.
It's there, but the lines there's a lot of lines there. When I ink it, it'll fix it.
Yeah,
I get a tracing paper, and that's how I ink it, and then I Xerox it.
Yeah, but you have to remember this is coming from someone who can't draw anything, so take that with a lot of salt when anything I say.
No, that's fine. That's
it takes
fine.
me forever to draw fucking anything. I know.
I mean,
that.
I'm not gonna have all those intersecting lines off of the gun concussion.
Brian, what is around your head? You were in paper.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, they're tissues because the foam deteriorated.
Okay, I'm just asking, bro. I didn't know.
Oh.
I was
like, and it will hurt my ears.
No, I got you, bro. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
I thought I was just seeing something. I'm like, what the hell is behind
No.
Okay.
He might have
I don't do
erased.
headphones, so yeah.
The thing is, when you see a weapon recoiling, you know it's firing, so you don't need to have a lot of shit with it. When you see the hammer, the action going back, that's it.
Well, yeah, I wanted to have the action go back because no one ever draws that.
When you draw the thing,
granted, not too many people that draw comics have even fired a gun. So they don't know. Yeah.
True.
Now, like the thing you did for the muzzle blast, you did 2 separate star things in there, like geometrical star looks, so that you could make them like yellow and red.
I'll kind of ink it around with the. So yeah, I basically let me grab this. Okay.
See, I'll tell you right now. One of my problems with drawing anything was always that if I would do that and I would draw it and I would have like shit like that to be erased later.
Right.
I would always when I inked it and then I erased all the pencil, I would still see pencil lines in the paper itself, and it would drive me fucking nuts.
That's why you get tracing paper and put it over it. And so with those lines, I just kind of like draw it here and just kind of slowly turn it.
What do you mean put tracing paper over it, or the piece of paper you're drawing on?
Yeah, because I'm actually drawing on graph paper. And I put tracing paper over it to ink. And then I put the tracing paper on the printer and just photocopy it, and I have a inked page.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of cheap, but, you know.
Yeah, but it works.
and then I'll scan those and I'll compile them in and do that, because I did it. The first thing I did was I did things a different way, and now I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm gonna compile them instead of like drawing stuff really stupid, small and tiny. Draw them, and once I scanned them, I could kind of shrink them down and like place some like blocks and stuff, and then I could make little balloons and letter and stuff inside of Microsoft Paint for all it's worth, using what I got without spending a lot of money on software.
The last
Everybody's
thing I
quiet.
drew was high school, and that was, well, probably longer than I would say Brian's been alive, but
Yeah, well, I mean, but then again, I mean, you're drawing it and you're kind of doing it. And back in the day, they didn't have computers and shit, dude. That's how they did stuff. They drew stuff multiple times, and so yeah, you're just doing it old school.
And
there's
when
a reason I failed art but passed what you would call shop class. Woodworking and metalworking was easy compared to drawing.
Yeah,
like I like to see the old school 2D animation. The Last Unicorn, The Hobbit. Dalmatian, 101 Dalmatians. I miss that kind of art form, and you don't see that nowadays. It's quite a shame.
The way it is now, it's not that things are necessarily worse with digital animation and drawing.
Right.
What's bad is all these studios, they have what's called nepotism, and they're hiring their friends, and basically they're just hiring cute girls who don't have any talent just so they can get laid easy. That's the truth.
Where's the problem with that?
You get trash animation, and no one wants to watch it.
Yeah, but
and
that's a good boss. You only hire women. To.
I'm not saying computer animation is bad.
No, it's not. The reason why you don't see quality animation like that anymore, because you can do it digitally.
Mm-hmm.
I drew this off of a comic panel. It's bigger than the panel, so I did it freehand. Good. But it took me forever.
That's cool.
That's pretty good. The Flash.
See, I was using this notebook to draw some ideas for original characters. So I want to show you that.
If you draw the Flash now, you'll have to put him behind bars.
Yeah, especially if it's Ezra Miller Flash.
See, it's like I could draw like a rudimentary character. It's like all the other ones, though, I don't want to show because they're actually going to be used later.
You know what? Would you like to know what Jack Kirby did? He just drew a bunch of circles. And then he drew what he wanted. I
drew this even though I know how it's wrong, because this whole face right here should have gone out that way and then down.
Are those initials on the moon?
No, it's just lines.
Oh, okay.
But I know where I fucked up.
No, it looks great. Better I can do.
It doesn't matter if it's an interpretation because it works. I mean, now I've got Scooby Doo in my head. Thanks for that. But
yeah.
I will show one original character though, because I'm making a thing of like street level superheroes. I'm gonna end up doing and having Cool draw eventually. But this is one of the heroes. He wears a Faraday cage.
Nice.
It's like a chainmail Faraday cage.
What does he do? What does he do?
Oh, he has it's all real world shit, but like small arc blasters in the hands. Plus, he can't get electrocuted, so he can use that to his advantage.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going. My stuff is actually more or less real world.
Yeah, because I would only do things that I would see where you could build it at home from YouTube videos.
Right.
So it had to be like accessible tech.
Yeah.
The thing is with the people that I'm drawing is I have a ban on banana hammocks. Just not gonna happen.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Superman tidies.
Yeah, no, no banana hammocks.
I am super bored.
Yeah. Well, thanks for showing off some of it, though. That's still cool, man.
Really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I gotta take a lot of tips from everybody when we eventually do this.
Yeah, but here's the difference. You don't just take the tip. You actually listen though to what the people are saying and then use it, in a positive way versus a negative way. Just like when,
like for instance,
just like Boyce when he was talking about it didn't look like the finger was on it. He wasn't being negative about it. Just from what he was seeing, and then Brian explained, same thing. So yeah, we were people
Hang on,
that actually
did I not explain earlier on I'm a cunt?
Oh yeah, you know that.
We
No, the thing
know
is,
that.
the thing is, it doesn't matter whose interpretation it is. If you're happy with it, that's good.
let me
That's
ask a
the main
question
thing,
though,
that you're
because
happy with it.
Brian's done Amazon and he's done crowdsource or crowdfunding or whatever. Like, what's your thoughts?
Well, if you have other people working with you, say you got another artist or a letterer or whatever, and you have a team, yeah, do the whole crowdfunding just so you get everybody paid. If it's just you and only you, unless you want to personalize it and sign each copy and stuff, I'd say go with like Amazon or Nook, or you could do both because you can do both. They both do direct publishing. Nook is Barnes and Noble, and so you could and I think that's the way to go. And I did find out later I could actually adjust the size, so it's not like one big it's not an 8x10. I could actually adjust it to like a 8x6 or something, or a 9x7, or standard comic size.
Mm-hmm.
Closer to a standard comic size, so I'm gonna do that this next one, and it just once you do that, and you just have the money go directly into a bank account, and you just let Amazon worry about the shipping. You let it basically it's a print to order. It's once someone orders it, they print up a copy and they send it to them, and then you get a cut. Even though the cut you get is barely anything, that still beats losing an arm and a leg on shipping. So if it's you and only you, and you want to put out a book, whether it's a comic book or whatever, or just a regular book, just do direct publishing from Amazon or Nook, and then that way, money comes directly to you. And if they mess up,
but like, how much would you make per issue?
the minimum you can sell.
Ballpark.
The minimum you could sell it for, I believe, is $5.25 or something like that, but you only make like $2. So they take a big amount.
It's like that type of thing.
Yeah. However, again, that's people you don't have to pay, and that shipping you don't have to pay.
So if you charge $10, you make $5.
More or less, yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. So you might as well make it more than 24 pages.
And how's your opinion of their quality as far as like picture printing as opposed to just printed books?
Well, people have told me they had, because they actually the copy had come in like kind of like jarred or dented or messed up, but then Amazon would reconciliate that and send them another one.
Oh yeah, Amazon's good like that.
So that's that.
They're too big to fail.
Now as far as like printing your own, you have to go and go with a printing company.
Now the binding on that's going to be saddleback, no?
Yeah, well you could do actually you can do a saddle stitch or you could do a bind.
Oh, so you can make it more graphic novel-y.
Exactly.
See, because I'm thinking like the first third-ish of my story I got down in a notebook with all Post-its, and I got it drawn out with dialogue and all that, right? The last section of my story I know, but I didn't draw it out yet. Mm-hmm. And I got to finish my middle. But I'm thinking maybe somewhere around Right now I got like 32, 33 pages for that first part. So I'm thinking somewhere between 80 and 100 pages.
Right.
What's a good number? Like, that's another thing.
Well,
I don't want to be
mean-
like, what's a good number? Because I'm like, I want to just tell a
Well,
story and have it end where it's supposed to.
let's take a quick look here.
Peter Jackson.
All right. So, do I have any actually graphic novels? I got a few trade paperbacks here. Okay. So let's take a look at some trade paperbacks. Yeah, this one's actually pretty good because, you know, a trade would be a run of a series and all into one trade paperback, and it follows one overarching arc. So it's almost like a graphic novel when you put it together. And this one's basically stuff by Chuck Dixon. So it has. Do I get a page number? No, this one doesn't have page numbers. But no, I don't know what page numbers, but
Why is everybody off camera? Are y'all jacking it?
Maybe.
I'm,
I was like, hands free, yo.
It's the weekend. I might be jacking.
Okay,
it.
here's one. Here's when John Byrne decided to bring back Namor in 1990, just have him to have his own run. And this run was, as you can see, 216 pages long. So I want to say about 12 issues, I should say. So anywhere between, 30 to 200 pages. Not 30. I'm sorry. 60 to 200 pages, because like you look at a lot of these crowdfunding campaigns, they're only putting out 48-page books. 48 pages is 2 comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a supersized issue.
Right. Yeah, it's a supersized issue. So you could look at it like a graphic novel would be like like an annual or something like that, where it's 48 to
64 big pages.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's really up to you how long you want to make it. But
basically, shouldn't it kind of go off the story, right? Like you're figuring out the story. Once you get your story told, that'll kind of give you more of a gauge on pages, right? I mean, more or less.
Yeah, I'm figuring that, like, write the story naturally, right? Let's say it's X amount of pages, arbitrary number. Let's say you need 5 more pages to make it an even round number. That would be nice. Just make your fights longer with more goons. Action.
Well, you could fill up 4 pages with all the shit you do online and everything else you've done too. So just your, the pre-story, hey, this is about the author. Here's my little,
I got
5
an idea
pages
for
later.
I got an idea for an ash can too. But I don't know if I want to go that route or just make another normal sized prequel comic that's like 30 pages.
Well,
right.
Well, here's what I'm doing. I don't have it all, like I have it the premise. I'm doing the Marvel method on myself. What I used to do was I used to write out the story, then I was just gonna go do that. And basically, I was like, okay, I have this premise for a story. All right, so here it is. And if it doesn't quite get to 24 pages, I'll do another story, and then another one, and maybe do something like what they used to do back in the Golden Age. Was they used to have about 60 pages, 60 to 62 pages, and you'd have a superhero story, you'd have a western, you have a crime, you have a few other things like a funny, an actual comic strip in there. And so I was like, well, why don't I just do that? or just have like 2 stories in an issue. And you've seen that before in some of the other books where you had like, you call it a double issue or whatever. It was like 12 pages of this story, then 12 pages of another story.
Mm-hmm. And then when you like looked at the back of the comic, you'd have to turn it upside down. The cover would be like upside down the back.
And then you get a poster in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't you dare take that fucking poster out.
No.
Oh my God. Just got reminded of when I ordered off of eBay, the Thing fights Hulk. No, it was Thor fights the Hulk. And they're fighting, and then I get to a page of ads, and somebody just with a pen put a big X over the ad page. I'm like, why did you
What the heck?
Ah, man.
I'm
I'd
like,
be pissed.
this just became like a really cool comic to a drawer.
Yeah.
Ah,
I hope that wasn't expensive.
It's like I could use this for tracing now.
Was it expensive?
Oh, I don't remember.
So the I'm gonna do a review on this book, but I was at one of those antique malls the other month or so with my wife, and I saw in one of the booths, and it's like I saw this issue. I was like, I'm gonna get this. And
Colossus.
Colossus fighting the Juggernaut.
Nice.
And
he's got him by the fucking neck with one hand. It's cool.
In the premise of this issue, it is the one where it's just shortly after they get back from dilly-dallying in space.
Which time?
And Colossus breaks up with Kitty Pryde because there was the
cops showed up.
Yeah, because
she's only 14.
Yeah, right.
Because like she didn't go, and this one, princess or whatever sacrificed her life for Colossus, and he actually fell in love with her, and so he breaks up with Kitty Pryde over that, and Wolverine takes him out to a bar in the intention that he's gonna rough him up because he's Wolverine, and and Nightcrawler came because I'm gonna be the referee, but Juggernaut just so happens to be there, and Colossus spills his beer on the Juggernaut, and they begin fighting. And only Wolverine knows that that's the Juggernaut because of his nose.
Nice.
Yeah.
And but Juggernaut doesn't have the gear on, so
no. He just went there to have a break and drink. This was like after a Spider-Man issue where he got his ass handed to him by Spider-Man, and he got caught in cement, and then he just decided to go and I'm gonna take a break for a while. I'm gonna go to my favorite bar because he's still human.
Yeah, but when he has the bands of Satorak, doesn't he just have all that gear on, so he wasn't wearing them or something?
Right, but that was just on the cover. In the actual book, he's not in his armor at all.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So is that just like base level without his bands? Does he have like a safety deposit box he leaves them in when he wants to get drunk?
I don't know. Didn't
Can he not
that.
get drunk as Juggernaut?
I don't know.
So many questions, Brian. So many questions.
You know what? Ask Chris Claremont because he wrote this.
I will.
Yeah, it's like, dear Chris Claremont.
I'll wait till he's at a convention.
I have some questions about X-Men number 183.
He'll be like, oh, one of these fucking people.
He probably will say that.
Right.
I'll be like, by the way, can you please sign every issue of Executioner's song? Thank you. I know there's doubles. Just keep signing.
Just keep signing every single one.
And the X-Men classic versions of that too.
Oh yeah. Better believe it. So we've got this here. I would love to see Jesse's response when you find out that your baby looks like, oh, that's not what I wanted. Fuck off.
Born.
Wrong one. No, that was just Discord.
Are you doxing people, dude?
No. Not at all. There it is.
You had them in the queue as well.
Yeah, Q's
So,
real name is
when
Woody
you find out
Harrelson.
that Woody Harrelson banged your woman and there's your baby daughter,
Yeah. What the fuck? I
You
hope
got
that's
a
not a
pretty
little
mouth.
girl. She's gonna have a hard life.
yeah, look at that shit. I mean, it's just
Imagine Woody with a
doxing
wig.
people. No, it's kind of hard to dox people when you're only on YouTube and Facebook. I mean, on my own YouTube and Facebook.
Well, Facebook does the doxing for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, I mean,
yeah.
I've given out my shit, so I don't care. It's like, come get me, bitches. I'm
What was
here.
the thing though with that whole story? You see the salty cracker video where they're like they burned a baby and dug it up like 3 times? It's like, what the fuck?
I caught
What
the
the
news
hell?
clipping
Yeah,
the other
sick
day
shit,
about the
sicko
baby
shit.
looking like him, but that's about it. I haven't seen any videos or anything else on it. So that's
Adam,
that's
if you
about
go to Discord, you were talking about midgets earlier on. I found something I thought was pretty funny.
I'll
It's
be
not
right back, guys.
X-rated or anything, so you're all right.
So
So
what
it's
fun
safe?
is it?
He says, so it's safe. Don't worry. It's safe.
I'm going
Yeah.
there right now just to have a look.
Oh, yeah.
I'm off of the Discord. I'm onto the Gilded. Less
I've-
communists.
Never got rid of Discord, and I'm not going to any other shit because Discord works, and that's how I talk to these guys. We're looking for this. This is what we were looking for. Hell yeah! I've seen a few shorts that have had those on there, and they're always funny. But let's see. Oh no, that was for DL that didn't make it. So yeah, I had a special little opening for DL, but he didn't make it this week. That's okay. That's okay. We'll save it for next week.
Yep.
Says Little Miss. She's like, "How dare you not be here?" Notice.
Can the guy get 2 hours away from hugging a dog?
Apparently not.
Not
that whole-
allowed. Not
That
allowed.
whole thing with the Juggernaut got me thinking. And if you remember watching that pilot Pride of the X-Men,
No.
no, it was this cartoon, only 1 episode cartoon in the 90s, and for whatever reason, Wolverine had an Australian accent.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. Jesse, you never seen that? No? You're missing out.
Animated series Wolverine is the proper Wolverine voice.
Yeah,
We
it's the
all know
proper
this.
Wolverine, but this was prior to the animated series. In fact, this
He's like,
this
look,
cartoon-
bub, we're gonna go get some Sheilas, eh?
this cartoon was pretty much the premise for X-Men the arcade game back in the day.
All
It
right.
was the same storyline. And so in that cartoon, the guy that did the voice of the Juggernaut, I don't think it was the same guy, but he sounded almost pretty close to the guy that did the Juggernaut in the animated series, the proper series. And that was the only one that seemed to fit for both. Everybody else was different.
All I know is we need to bring back Saturday morning cartoons.
Well, you know who you could blame for that?
Karens.
Congress.
Yeah, I know.
We need the Laugh Olympics back, baby. It's from Hanna-Barbera.
You know, I'm going to blame
you know how
everything
now on
Ted
Saturday
Kennedy.
mornings the kids are watching educational television all morning.
Nah.
More like propaganda. Like, this seal's in trouble because of global warming. No, the seal's in trouble because it's being chased by Shamu.
They're smart. They go and splash up on one side of the glacier, and then like it makes them fall off the other side, and they're just already on the other side with their mouth open.
Say,
Killer
feed me,
whales are
bitch.
sadistic, man.
They're mean.
They are
They're fucked
sadistic.
up. They're like,
I'm
you
gonna
ain't
be
hiding
eating
on
some-
there.
I'm gonna be eating some kind of meat. It's either gonna be the fish or you. So choose what's going in my mouth. Yeah.
You know, if someone decided to put like a killer whale intelligence inside of a human being, that would be the worst thing you could do because you just create a serial killer at that point. I think
That'd be
so.
funny to watch. They'd fall over for a while, learn how to walk, and start attacking people.
My friend Shamu.
And meanwhile, you take the human's consciousness and you put it into the killer whale, and then you send him to the beach.
And it was like, why am I why can't I get off the beach?
Shamu
Now you
was
know how
eating
they
its
felt,
last 8
BG.
trainers. We can't
yeah.
get it out of the tank.
It was like, can one of you here cook a fish for me? I don't want to eat it raw anymore.
I'm tired of sushi. Hell yeah. I want a nice big fat steak.
Running around going, because it doesn't know English.
Exactly.
It's just biting people.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Doesn't know English. Sure as shit doesn't know Spanish.
Confused fucking look in the eyes. Yeah, this isn't basically a killer zombie.
I don't know. I
It's
think
like,
some animals are smarter than humans for fucking sure. Jesus Christ.
Once again, shotgun will fix that.
I didn't
Lead
say they
salad.
could defend themselves. I just said they're smarter than humans.
They're gonna run up on you. Just, nope. I didn't like that look in the eye. Thought he was on the bath salts.
He's got that crazy look in his eye again.
Got that flack of wiggle going on.
Mhm. Heavy breathing. I don't know. Getting scarred. Yeah, man.
It's fucking people today. You're supposed to not shoot somebody. Come on. Or stab somebody like a
not
Korean
stab
shop
somebody.
owner.
Jesse, this explains it. Hold on. I found what I'm looking for. I figured out why the world's gone mad, partially. It's the lighter's fault. It really is. There we go. We'll go there and boom! Right there. Yep. It's the semi-automatic matches, dude. That's what's fucking everything up. It all went down,
Yeah.
right
They
there.
just can't cope with it.
It's
Yeah, and
too
that's my
much.
argument on the gun debate. I mean, do you remember Archie Bunker where the girl was like, Americans are killed by handguns every year. And he
Yep.
just looks at her and says, would you prefer they were thrown out of windows, little girl?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
They asked-
you want to fucking kill somebody, you're probably going to figure it out.
Yeah, they
There's
don't make
this-
it hard. We have automobiles.
there's this clip where Archie goes on the TV and he gets he pays for TV time and saying one thing you could do to stop plane jackings is just hand out pistols to all the passengers. It was back in the 70s where there were plane jackings.
Right. Yeah. Hell yeah. This is true.
Mhm.
Do you think I don't know, it's just a theory. Do you think nobody is DB Cooper?
Could be.
That would be fucking hilarious.
Could be.
If
Possibly.
he was, I would say kudos.
I don't think he is though.
No. I don't think he is either, but it'd be fucking funny.
He does know how to parachute. And that only really took, 2-3 days? It could be him.
I didn't know. I
You
didn't
know,
know.
he would be able to do it.
He
I didn't
would.
know he can parachute.
Yeah. He's special forces, man. Don't fuck with that guy.
Well, yeah, you got a point there.
He's killed more people than are in my pirate crew.
Oh yeah. Well, see, Jesse would have more people in the pirate crew, but this keeps happening. Hold on, I promise it'll be worth it. Are you ready? Here we go.
Band. Oh my god!
Whoa!
With the Tom and Jerry.
Was that a machete or a bat?
That's a bat.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. I thought that was a machete. I was like, damn, he's going for fucking gold with it.
Yeah, he
That's
fucked up
from
that dude's wrist. Like
Yeah,
that's
it's like,
I
well,
thought it was like a hammer or something.
He was trying
No,
to get
it's like
into his
trying to
house. He was
stop.
trying to get his hand up to the
sound
doorknob
like
so
Tom
he
and
could break
Jerry,
in.
man. Ah! I love the sound effects. That's how you keep an apple from breaking in your house in Australia.
What? You know what? When you pull your arm back out and your fucking whole hand is shattered, yeah, your
You pull your
objective
arm
for the
back
day
and
is
it's
Don't
changed.
put your hand through the letterbox. That's a trick, isn't it?
Actually, what you should do is like grab an M60, light it, and put it in a hand.
Imagine if he just kicked his arm really hard. He didn't even need the bag. He could have just fucking gave a big downward kick and just totally snapped his arm like a twig. His arm is skinny enough to fit through a fucking mail slot.
Dude, right? I mean, stupidity, though. I love it. Like,
I couldn't get my hand through a mail slot.
This is actually where the dildo comes in handy, right?
Yeah, the razor dildo.
No, just a regular
stick in his
one.
hand and say,
Just
No,
a
razor
regular one to
dildo.
make him think that he grabbed a.
Yeah, just stick a dildo in his hand.
I'm with Jesse, though. He's got to have the studded one where like, you beat his arm with it, but it's got shit.
Stick a dildo in his hand and turn on the vibrator and watch him run away.
I think we're overanalyzing this now.
Move it all up
Just break
first,
the
stick
arm.
it in his hand.
Grab
What
the
the
arm,
fuck?
break it.
I think I just got raped.
No, like yeah, and then you have like a little squirt pistol and just squirt like water in his hand, like make him think that. That's wrong, right?
Or you could just be a real asshole and just grab his hand and stick it on your junk and be like, "Yeah, find what you're looking for."
No, you don't want to do that.
No, seriously, if somebody stuck their arm through my door like that, I don't have a mail slot, but if somebody did that, I would just fucking grab their wrist and just break their arm backwards at the elbow.
But then they sue you because they're cunts.
Well, good for them.
Well, I guess your hand should have been in my mail slot.
Yeah.
I think
if you don't scream loud enough, you might not be found. Depends on if you had a cell phone on you.
When I see this,
If I search your body and you ain't got a cell phone, that means you're not being GPS tracked here.
Yeah,
you're gone. You're off the radar.
On eBay. God,
Actually, if you just take a steak knife and put it through a jalapeno and just jab his hand with it, see what happens.
Not a lot with a hand. You have to put it in the eyes or the mouth.
Well, no, all you can see is a hand.
Or you just yell, Jehovah's Witnesses are giving hand jobs now, and unzip your pants and watch them run down the street.
Well, look at it this way. Go back to the pirate days with the fucking cannonball on a chain. You chain that motherfucker to the door, open said door, and then have all kinds of fun with him because he ain't going nowhere other than biting off his arm.
Going back to the jalapenos, you didn't know you were peeling chilies, so you went to the toilet, and then, oh my God, you knew you were peeling chilies. So it had to be certain points in the body. So, no, the hand ain't going to work. So, break it, cut it, whatever.
You know what you could do? You could just grab his hand and handcuff him to the doorknob, go get your shotgun and open the door and say, "May I help you?"
Yeah, trick or treat.
Yeah, trick or treat.
Wrong house, bitch.
Did you not read the fucking welcome mat? It says hippity hoppity, get off my property.
Neighbors.
The frog has a gun.
Or if you got it, or if you go to the cat, if you have a cat, just go to the litter box and.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, but I got it beat because I got the clan of Wiener dogs. I mean, we're talking a box of dogs.
You are talking a box of dogs.
Like, I'm hungry. I'll be like, you got kitty litter, don't you?
Hope you like ammonia.
Bon appetit.
This dump.
That Ren and Stimpy, gritty kitty.
They set up the TV show and just make them watch like terrible fucking TV.
Oh,
it would be so fun to torture somebody.
Or just going back to the dildo, just say, rub this for a while. I'll let you go.
Yeah, dude, come out with the fucking kimono on, like a silk kimono with your dick tucked behind your legs and start doing the silent horses. Do it. You can't laugh. You can't laugh. You have to be super fucking serial about it.
Right.
So,
super serial.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God, that's so cool.
Creature, anyone?
Fuck me. Would you fuck me?
Oh, God.
Then put on lipstick real slow.
Oh. They call me the tooth fairy.
Then just start laughing and walk away.
Guys. Ew,
I'm like, Jesus Christ. He'll be sitting in his own shit and piss. Just leave him like that.
Traumatized. Oh my God, 10 years in fucking rehab. Oh my God.
Maybe we
Well, I
should
tried to reach for the doorknob, but oh my God. Oh, dear.
Then you go back and you put on your clothes again, you get all cleaned up. come back down, put on that. What's that song? I can't remember the name of it. The one where they always spin plates at the carnival.
This is starting to sound like the perfect host.
You start throwing knives.
I was going to rob the place, but I'm getting a show now.
I know. I was going to rob the place, but then I thought it was again.
I was actually going to get money to go to a show, but hey, entertainment either.
This is why you don't break into people's houses who are really bored. Because TV is horrible now. There's nothing to watch.
Oh, true. So true.
What are you going to do?
I don't even watch TV.
I don't know which way
anymore.
mirrors go.
Yeah, I haven't watched TV in years, man. Not like actual TV.
Yeah, I canceled fucking cable ages ago.
When someone recommends something, I'll watch it. But...
Oh, you know what they have on Tubi now? All the Jaws movies.
Oh, really?
Well, I've got one DVD anyway, so...
Oh, do you? I don't know if I have them.
I only think I only watched the first 3, I think, or 2.
Oh, last night I was watching Reno 911, The Quest for QAnon. And it's just like there's a Q event, but it was on a booze cruise. So Reno 911 on a booze cruise trying to find Q. It was very funny.
That's funny.
There's one part that was particularly funny because Jonesy was just out on the deck one night, right? And the captain walks up to him and he's like, he gives him a nipper. And he's like having a toast. He's like, I'm really, really shit-faced right now. And he hands him the keys. He's like, you handle this. And he just walks away and he's just like, nobody's driving this fucking cruise ship. Like, what do you do? I don't even know where the deck house would be on that bitch. It's huge. You know you got to get there because otherwise you're going to die.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
The shark does it.
Hell yeah. Used to be entertaining.
Well, I mean, at least Toby's got the movies, though, so they're free. So, you know.
Someone's
okay, I had to fuck off for a while there. What did I miss?
There's another one besides Tubi. It's called FriYAY.
That used to be
FriYAY?
IMDb.
Yeah, it used to be IMDb. Exactly right. Yeah, because I watched Night Court was on there. I was able to watch all seasons of Night Court.
Yeah, because they got full seasons. A good deal.
Yeah, it's fucking.
I'm watching. Nice. I'm watching Dragnet.
Oh,
really?
Yeah. 1960s Dragnet.
Cool.
Yeah.
I watched this movie with Slash McSplitter. It's called Snake Eater. Maybe you heard of it. It's from
Is that another porno?
I don't know it. Yeah,
No.
I remember from when you mentioned it the other day, like when we were all talking about it. But that's
like this is the second movie. There's 3 films in all.
Gotcha.
I think I saw the trailer for the first one.
It looks like it to me. It was like if I remember, maybe like inspired by the Metal Gear films or something like that. Some of those lines.
Oh, you mean Metal Snake and all that stuff?
Yeah.
I'm sure I've seen the trailer for it.
What was that, Brian?
Oh, that's my drone.
Oh, cool.
It's not really a drone. It's just an infrared helicopter.
I would get a drone, but knowing me... Oh, wow.
And then Brian died.
Attack back.
Yes.
I would get a drone, but knowing me, I would lose it and crash it.
I got a guy in work who spent £500 on a drone.
Well, that was the end of that.
And I have no idea why.
I mean, it cost $10 at a gas station.
Take pictures of what? Your house?
The neighborhood?
You don't need a drone. The only thing you need is not a drone.
I like that one.
You need a scope. That's what you need.
Oh, wow. So the cat went right up to it, and I hit the start button. Oh, man, no. Don't do it, Biscotti.
That'll
What is
take
a
care of
drone
the cat
for?
problem
What you
real
doing
quick. You'll be
for?
like, I don't want to play with this
Sorry.
anymore. Oh yeah,
I better go get it.
I'm gonna get it.
Oh, it's the
Somebody's gonna
inside
give
the
it to
room
you.
now.
Oh crap! It went in the box.
Oh shit!
Oh, it didn't even come back. Oh god. It really likes you, doesn't it? Wrote off by the look of it.
At least it didn't crash at me like I almost did with my brother's drone.
You're about a
Okay.
bitch. Paul got me one of them helicopters, and it's and you can fly a little bit, and it just goes off. Controls don't matter. It just
Well, it goes past the reception, doesn't it? So yeah.
Well, it's pretty fun to fuck with. It's an ambulance helicopter, so it's got little lights that flash back and forth and shit. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had an Airwolf for like 2 days, and then kind of broke.
Yeah. Always breaks.
Not like the original Airwolf, which lasted for quite a while.
Right.
Question: has anyone seen a drone delivery from Amazon? Has anyone seen those?
No, I've never
No.
seen one of them.
I don't think that's real yet.
That's a myth. What can a drone carry? How much weight can one of those big drones carry? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, and the first time it goes anywhere near a neighborhood, every neighbor, well, probably not in, maybe in like Stockton or places like that in California, but I know most places, if I see one of those carrying a big heavy package coming across my house, I'm going to have the package. Yeah. It's that fucking simple.
Ma, where's your shotgun? There's a drone. Yeah,
I don't need a
I
fucking
don't know.
shotgun.
I've never seen one of those drones. I mean, it's always fucking annoying vans that park on your drive and.
Remember, I live in Northern Ireland, so technically we don't have guns here. So
Technically, you have a lot buried underground. That's what it is. That's what
I mean, if you really want one, you can make one. I mean, that didn't stop the guy. That didn't stop a guy in Japan from doing what he wanted to do, did it?
Ching 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 chow. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he shot
China,
the ex-prime minister, he used a homemade shotgun.
Yeah.
So you trying to pull a Kurt
3D
Cobain?
printing is the way ahead.
Yeah. There goes the gun control debate.
Yeah. Kind of like the global warming debate. We're in fucking August and we're in the 70-degree weather. What the fuck? This isn't normal.
Oh my god! It's
I wish it was 70 degrees here.
It was 31 here earlier in the evening.
How cold is it there where you're at, Jesse?
Oh, it's actually really nice out today.
It's still 91 degrees here.
77, bro. 77, 73, 74, 78, 80, 79. This is not August weather in Indiana.
Of course,
27 degrees in the UK.
Yeah, well, you lot are Americans and are used to the heat. Over here today, it was 77. We don't do that stuff here. Anything above like 50, and we die. It's not good.
It's 96 for me.
We're talking about Fahrenheit.
Yeah, we don't do that. We do imperial.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Yes, not like you silly Americans.
Yeah, we do it
With your
proper
silly
way.
Fahrenheit, we have to have Celsius.
Your silly numbers that make no sense.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something that's probably really gay, but I'm going to say it anyway. I have watched the Harry Potter movies, right?
Okay.
And a couple of weeks ago, I read all the books, and I have to say now the movies are shit because there's so fucking much in those books that could have been in those movies, and they filled the movies with shit.
Congratulations for figuring out the obvious. I figured that out in one fucking film. But there you go.
yeah, but like I watched the movies for the first time years, not when they come out, but when they were on sale, because like when you get the first 5 movies for I think it was a tenner, you can't pass that up.
I had to watch the first film at the cinema with my ex-wife because she loved it, and oh my god, no, that was it. I was done.
The only thing I didn't like about their movies was fucking Hermione, because she was fucking But see, in the book, it's actually such a good character compared to the one in the movies.
She still is a pain in the ass as an adult. So
Oh yeah, she's a total fucking tard when it comes to politics, but she got nice
yeah,
legs.
she's a fuckwit beyond.
Well, most people in
mean,
Hollywood are tards when it comes to politics.
Of course.
True.
Well, I can guarantee you this. I would say at least 50, if not 60% of the people pushing it don't believe a word that's coming out of their mouths. They're like, okay, this is the latest thing. Let's all jump on so we can keep working.
I know. It's a trend. They see what's on TikTok or Twitter or whatever the fuck it's called, and they go,
You gotta push a narrative. No one's original.
No one has their own balls. Excuse the pun, but they don't. They just think, well, what's everyone streaming, and what's the number one thing that's trending? Oh, I'm going to believe in that today. And then tomorrow they'll change their fucking mind, and it'll be complete reverse of what they believed in yesterday.
Well, I do follow on Twitter Rob Schneider and Robert Dalvey, and they're both, they stick to their guns. They don't fuck about. So,
well, I mean, because they knew what life was like before they got famous. They know what it's like to have like no money.
Yeah, I mean, they do the interviews where they say, "Oh, I worked as a waitress. I did this. I did that." Yeah, but you've forgotten about that because you earn $1 million per movie and you don't give a shit anymore.
No, it's like you're gonna say what they're gonna tell you to say, so you can keep making money. And at this point, all the people that have made millions and have been kind of smart with their money, they really don't need to work anymore.
No.
So.
Well, I can tell you this: if Hollywood offered me $1 million to star in a movie, I would be the biggest fucking LGBTQ wanker in the world. I'm telling you now, I will sell the fuck out for $1 million.
Are you a sellout in Hollywood though? Because they're all sellouts. I mean,
well, I would be for the length of making the movie, and about 3 months after it. When you're doing all the hype and shit for it, and still trying to sell it. For that, I would be a sellout. But as soon as the check clears,
well, no, like Brian said, I mean, Schwarzenegger went to property. Who else have you got? Even Willis and Stallone. They went into restaurants, property, things like that. They had their fucking brains on. They put the money where their mouth was.
Well, Willis doesn't really have his brain with him now, considering he's got that, what do you call it?
Yes.
Like dementia or something.
That kind of explains why he's been an asshole for the past.
And a lot of sports athletes, they do the ones that want to hold on to their money. They open up car dealerships,
dispensaries nowadays, Brian.
Yep,
football players open dispensaries and shit. That's the way to go if you're smart.
I have to say thank you, Milton Knowles.
Milton.
Hey, Milton.
He's our resident Kiwi.
Yeah, he's not a LBGQ 52 fucking Heinz varieties. Well, he's a goblin. That's bad enough. So,
Hey, this coming from your fucking Java.
Yeah, well, at least,
Yes, we are two of the most hated races in the universes.
Goblins and Jawas. Yeah,
I was thinking Kiwis and Jawas, but hey, it's all right. The Kiwis are pretty hated, gentlemen. I'm just saying,
I like
there
Kiwis.
are certain Aussies that don't really care for Kiwis.
I like Kiwis. Tamir Morrison. I was going to say
Kiwis, but then again,
he likes Kiwis. Names one person.
Well, yeah, I was going to say someone else, but he was Hawaiian, so I kind of.
He also likes brown hair and little things that do things like this.
Oh, so this one.
Hold on, I'm on the wrong fucking thing. Are we doing big smiles? We're not doing.
I thought he was going to get sucked in.
No,
I know, right?
Yeah, what's wrong with that? That's called gravity.
No, hang on. This isn't the one I've seen, because in the one I've seen, the shit comes out and it flies up.
At least he's got cool balls.
Yeah.
The air flow going past the tail is more denser than the actual tail. It's called gravity.
Just chilling out there on the
displacement, all that sort of stuff. Love.
No, that's
Who
one way to
doesn't
keep
want to watch
cool.
a squirrel with his fucking tail in the air? I mean, come on, that's entertaining as far as I'm concerned.
Hey guys, this is fun. I can't. I hate that I have to do this, but I have to hop out because I have to schedule vacation stuff. Plus, I should really get back outside and work. You're muted, Adam.
No worries.
Yeah, I know. Dogs are barking. That's a lot of times if I'm, you don't know, but a lot of times if I'm on camera and if I'm talking, I'm just, it's just dogs are barking. But yeah, I mean, we've been going 2.5 hours, so I'm glad you were able to make it, man. And
It doesn't seem like it's been that long. It's fun show though.
Yeah, that's all we do, man. We just get together and hang out and shoot the shit.
Yeah, I got to dip out too. I'm crashing hard right now.
Yeah, no, that's all right. We're gonna wrap up. We're about 4:30. Yeah, it's 4:24. We're close enough.
Oh, so 4:20 lasts for 10 minutes. What are we thinking?
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. But I'm glad you were able to come on and have fun with us, man. It's appreciated.
Don't forget to tune into the men's room tonight.
You can.
Men's room.
Tonight,
yeah, good timing.
Tonight is let's see. We'll be ending up closing here. Vinny Tartamello might have his show from Vinnieart. He's in the description. Then it'll be Tony Tone Deaf and the Clown World Review at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, 8:05 Eastern Standard Time for Liars on Clown World Review. And then the men's room starts at 9. I'll be there at some point because I'm in between both shows with Tony and men's room. So, and then after the men's room, it used to be, you jump on Jesse Miller. But unfortunately, poor Jesse's not able to stream right now. So maybe we'll just have to have another stream and bring Jesse on.
Look, it's only because we thought that the Korean shop owner stabbing that guy was hilarious.
Yeah, it was. It was. Just like the dude that got his ass beat for fucking sticking his arm in the door. Got his ass beat.
You know which one I really love? My favorite of all time is when the guy tries to carjack this van, right? Out comes all these dudes dressed as mascots, and they kick the shit out of this guy in the middle of the street. To see beloved childhood characters and breakfast mascots just stomping the guy.
Right? Oh, yeah. But no, yeah, it's just bullshit.
How do you live that down?
Yeah.
You can't
watch that shit.
Stab, crackle, pop my ass.
Fuck the Rice Krispie bitches, right? Smell.
I think one of them was Goofy.
I never seen this.
I can't stop kicking you.
There was this guy in a white bunny costume, and he's like beating the shit out of the student out of the street.
Yeah, the boxing bunny. The dude that's
yeah,
kicking the shit out.
No one's gonna stop it.
No,
it's too hilarious.
I've played that one before, and I didn't get in trouble for that one because the gentleman that does the commentary on him, like I followed him and even got permission from him to use his shit in my videos. And then YouTube is the one that assassinated me on it, gave me a strike on my channel for it.
Bullshit.
So, yep. So I gave up after that. And Seth and the men's room are here. Apparently they didn't catch the earlier half. Jesse got in trouble, and they denied him streaming capability for the time being because they denied the appeal as usual, as they always do.
What time do you guys run? Like 8 to 10, right?
9.
9.
It starts at 9
better.
p.m.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm banned from everything now, though. So just have Adam.
So I'm going to assume this is Seth, not Tommy, but whichever Seth, Tommy, whoever this is, you can send it to Jesse directly, and then when I get the link, I'll make sure I text it to him so he's got it too. So
yeah, because I'm banned from Instagram again.
He's banned from Insta. He's banned from everything.
For what exactly?
I'm just banned because I think that trolling people is fucking fun. That's why.
That's kind of.
I guess we'll have to join Truth Social. I guess
I'm already on there, but it's boring because there's no one to troll.
Yeah, because everybody's based like you.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of fucking mad lads sitting there waiting for a fucking piece of meat to come down the conveyor belt, but it never comes.
Can you create another account, or can't you do that?
Maybe, but I mean, how many fucking account? What am I going to do? Say something again and get banned again?
Right, within like 5 seconds of making the new one.
And what's fucked up is they're like, "Oh, verify your account with your phone number." And then they're like, "Nope, sorry." And then it's like, "Oh, you just wanted my phone number so that I can't fucking have a security go to this phone ever again."
Yeah.
Great.
Well, here's how we're gonna end out. So
get more done without it.
I myself, Jesse's not anywhere because they're not allowing him to stream. Brent doesn't stream. Nerd might stream eventually at one point. I'm glad we got him on here. Raquel, she kind of does hers when she's ready. Brian, we missed.
Well, I'm taking a break from it currently.
Whenever I feel like it, I do it.
Yeah,
y'all can still subscribe though. That helps.
Yeah, please subscribe.
Everybody can subscribe.
Yeah,
to everybody. All the channels are in the description of the video for everybody that I either stream with, go on shows with, or people that I think you should be watching because they're good people.
I need to do that, but I never like sit down and do it.
I started once I launched the channel officially because we just kind of did this because we do it anyway. Jesse, you know, this is just us backstage talking on any of the other platforms that we used to all be on. So
yeah, the only thing is that you can't screen share as much shit.
Hey, I am more happy
Jesse,
to watch
if
party.
you go to edit to the YouTube studio, where you could have like pre filled in descriptions, like default descriptions every time, you could fill up links with that.
Yeah, I could
fill that up with links.
Yeah, I haven't been in that part in a while.
Yeah, because I mean, I do that. I change it every now and then. But
I cheated. I did it in StreamYards, and I sent it in Discord, and I just copy and then I paste it, and then like I added as since Nerd just had to change his damn name again from Voice of One to Just Another Nerd. Now, of course,
we want to change it tomorrow again. Just to
that's right, random Nerd's voice. Well, that's okay because he's known as Random Nerd in the description. So because I stole the shit from Ootini, what he put in the chat. So that the Random Nerd is this gentleman right here who will probably change his name again because, well, he likes to do that. He likes to keep us all on our toes. And then, I will be on all of the places that are listed below. Let's see, what is today? Friday. So again, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8:05 Eastern Standard Time for Liars on Clown World Review, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for the men's room. And then we'll all be floating around wherever afterwards. Saturday night, Etep Wokuian's place to be for the Saturday night hangout. Sundays are usually pretty much our off days, but it will be AngelousDraven's birthday. Happy early birthday, AngelousDraven. So and then it starts all back over. Monday with Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, Etep Wokuian place to be reviews. Tuesdays is the Monday Night Retrospective, where we talk about wrestling because we love wrestling. That's at 8:05 Eastern Standard Time on the Clown World Review. Right back Wednesdays for Digital Pollution, possibly. Jesse's been having some issues, so he might be going. Wednesday night, place to be reviews. Then to Thursday, too. This Week in Bullshit with Justin Proper and WCBS. Always World Class Bullshitters. That's my Thursday nights. And then Friday starts it all over again. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for putting up with all of us. We have had a blast. On that note, we will exit with this because, well, it's just funny. It's probably not the right one, but that's all right.
People, and I'm done making excuses for these mother fluffers. As you may have heard, family is homesick together, and it's been about as fun as an emergency trip to the vet. Picture the Brady Bunch, except everyone is coughing and crying, and the mother swears too fucking.
Oh, that didn't work.
Much, and that is
there
our life at the moment. Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, my mom accused me of eating our banister, and I was like, "You got to be fist fluffing me. This bitch is gonna need an industrial-size washing machine to spin this shit on me." But of course, she pointed the finger at your boy. My father took a video of the crime scene, and as you can see here, there is barely any damage to the banister. That being said, the visible damage sure as hell does not fit my bite marks, and any reasonable person would come to that conclusion. So I have a question for you, Mom. You slanderous witch. Are you blind, stupid, or just trying to frame my ass? We've both watched enough Law and Order episodes over the past week to know this evidence would never hold up in court. I overheard my mother tell Dad that I was guiltier than OJ, and to that I responded, "If the bite marks don't fit, you must acquit."
Yeah, see? Bite marks don't fit, you must acquit. That's how the world is, boys and girls. So until next week, we will all be here with a great cast of who knows